name is Private Dancer.
Hi there, my name is Cookmon.
Hey y'all, I'm Sivan Luna.
Hi there, my name is Bindan Hadid.
Hello there, I'm Nami, and welcome to
Bring the Heat, a North American Squad League invitation.
For your favorite influencers and streamers.
This will be competing 1v1 tournament.
With all proceeds going to Winner's Choice of Charity.
This will be live from December 16th through December 18th
on the North American Squad League YouTube channel.
Can't wait to see you guys there.
Listen here, chumps, and listen good. Ain't nobody gonna be able to beat Trex in this 1v1 tournament. I heard about it. They didn't want to invite me. They didn't want to let me in, but I forced my way in, and they're calling it Bring the Heat because Trex brings the heat. I mean, who do we even got as challengers? Private Dancer? We're gonna turn on mashed potatoes. G the Akayo, the guy can't even speak English right. Ben, well, he done had it before and he's gonna get it again. Wheezy, Xena, Luna, ain't none of them gonna stand a chance against T-Rex. I'm the king of the dinosaurs and I'm the king of the 1v1, so prepare yourselves, cause I'm coming for every one of you.
Bring the heat, I'm gonna bring the heat alright. That dancing tater tot Private Dancer, he's gonna make a great appetizer. That T-Rex, with his little arms, he's gonna reach me. I'm gonna make sure he stays extinct. And oh, my sweet cousin Luna, she's gonna know how much havoc this team is to wreak. Ape, Goku, Kumon, Weezy, Pika, they're all gonna bow down to this demon queen. That crown is mine.
The darkest night.
Hello everyone, welcome to Bring the Heat. I'm your boy Pika, and this is why I'm going to win. Because I'm the best there ever is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. Got that?
I heard there was a North American Squad League. Influencer Invitational, Bring the Heat. What better way for me to show the world my power? I accept this challenge. And I've also heard there's mighty streamers and influencers across the land of the dawn competing. Xena, Pikachu, been done had it, and so much more. You are not ready for the heat I am going to bring. The land of the dawn has never seen such a scorching fire. I am ready, and first on my list, G the Akayo. The man whose arms are bigger than his vocabulary. You are not ready for the force I'm going to bring. Your time is near. Take your time with your loved ones while you still can, cause G the Akayo, these arms are a little bit bigger. Next on my list, the man himself, T-Rex, king of the dinosaurs. There's a reason why the dinosaurs went extinct. Don't make me make it happen again. You have been spared, but now your time is near. Private Dancer. This has been a long time coming. The king of potatoes himself. The man who decimated my face on national television for the NACT Las Vegas Grand Finals. I've been waiting for this a long time. This is personal. I am coming for you. Are you ready? Be prepared, Private Dancer.
Babe? What are you doing?
Hey, this is Cookmon, your soon-to-be favorite Twitch ML streamer after I dominate this tournament. Guys, as one of the few female streamers participating on this tournament, I got to say, y'all boys are all going down. Yes, I said it. They're all going down. I'm going to have to teach teach them how to play this game properly, and I guess they'll just have to go through the pain and learn their lessons. Also, guys, please forget about those cute, soft uwu girls. They're so out of trends. I'm gonna turn that uwu into an ow ow, so y'all better watch out. And lastly, be ready, because I am going to bring that heat on and burn this competition into ashes.
You know, there have been a lot of talks and questions about who's going to be winning this thing, about who's going to be coming out on top. And for that answer, I come to you not as Private Dancer the King Tato, but as Private Dancer the Potato Pastor, singing you from the gospel of the good book of Mobile Legends. And the good book says that there will be judgment, that there will be a reckoning. And the good book says that Private Dancer will not be beaten by the likes of Cena Lily, a person who calls her followers sinners. Or people like Trix and G Diego, or Steph Wheezy. Steph Wheezy, a name like an upper respiratory infection, an infection of the soul, an infection of the spirit, an infection that I will snuff out with the glorious good light of the good book of Mobile Legends. I will be indeed bringing the heat of fire and brimstone. The heat that will sanitize us and cleanse us of the demons. Ah! Amen.
Yo! So, to participate in this 1v1 tournament, I have to trash talk the competition, which, in my case, not really an issue. So, I'm going to start at the top of the list. T-Rex Senpai. We have history. He has beat me twice. I beat him one time. I'm looking to get revenge. Next up, I'm actually really scared of Pika. Pika's like the highest rated player out of all of us. Mythic Glory, 1,000 points. Best friends with Mobazane. Like, this dude plays with all the pros all the time. But he's a support. He's like a tank main. And so he's like that Angela who only plays with her boyfriend and only ults her boyfriend. So that's Pika. I'm not too worried about it, but kind of still a lot scared. Yeah, I'm scared. Next up, we have G. Now, G is really good at Zask, and that's it. So not really worried about that one. I think we'll be all right. Then we got Private. Private's like a potato XP laner. I'm not really worried about that. We've gone one head up one time in the lane, and I think I dominated. So I'm not worried about Mr. Potato, but he could have a couple tricks up his sleeve. Next up, I think we have Wheezy. Now, Wheezy is actually the only pro, I think, in this event. I think, at least. And he's got like 3 pro teams, but all of them suck. So I don't think I should be worried too much. Now, me and Wheezy actually have history as well. We were in a tournament together a long time ago, and the only thing he could play was Valier and Veil in the off lane. So I think I'm good. Next up, we have Kookman. Cookie Main. She's a Florin main. So I'm not worried again. You know, what are you gonna do? Heal me to death? And then we got Imbe. Never seen her play, but I've heard her voice, and if she hits me with a screech attack, it would be super effective. Let's see, who else do we have? That's it. No one. Who else am I scared of? No one.
Oh, I didn't even see you guys there. Don't mind the guys in the back. I heard there was people talking about me behind my back. And you know what I have to say about that? What I have to say is that there's a potato participating that doesn't even have hands or arms. Then you have a T-Rex that doesn't even have the capability to hold a phone with both hands. And then there's a Pika. I'm gonna make him Pikachu out of here. And I got, you know, Ben, he can't do this, you know? So this is G, the Ico, and I'm gonna win it all.
I am the champion of 1v1. And I am here to become the best of the upcoming 1 vs 1 tournament. And you're about to see it, because I was Gold Chicken's parents. But no, you know why? Because I taught him how to play. And you are about to see it. I am Avi, the best of the best.
Sorry, so what?
Hi, I am MB Place. This is my first time doing this, but I'm gonna do my best. I don't think I'm gonna win. I already know I will. Because I believe in beginner's luck. So, good luck to all and may the best player wins.
Hey guys, just so you know, it's your girl Luna. So, I have some news for you guys today. Some tea. So some random group called like a North American Squad League called me out. I don't even know who these people are. They called me out. Apparently, they went to 1v1 me in some battle called Bring the Heat. Okay, I'll bring the heat. Anyways, I am the heat. Anyways, there's this potato. His name's Private. You think I'm gonna be scared of a potato? Like, look at me. I eat potatoes for breakfast. Like, let me just put some salt on that, you know? I eat potatoes for breakfast. I will mash you up, bake you. I'm a chef. They call me Chef Luna for a reason. Anywho, who else? There's a dinosaur? T-Rex? T-Rex senpai? First of all, I don't know about the senpai, but can you even ooh? Hold on. How do your arms go like this? Can you
That's kind of small.
Oh, that sounds like a little struggle there, you know? And then there is my loving cousin. Girl, I love you. But, you know, there's only spotlight for one of us. Cena. I'ma have to exile your booty cheeks back to the abyss. Bye, girl. Bye-bye. And then, Wheezy, I got you, bro. I got you.
No.
I'm gonna have to whip your butt cheeks. But I got you at the end. I got this for you. I can't breathe. And then GTA Go, I don't know what your message was trying to get across there. But bro, I'm gonna pray for you. Let's have a moment of silence, please. Love you. I'm gonna beat your butts.
Hello, Nami. I have something for you. T-Rex, private dancer, in G the Igo, wants to bring the heat.
Did anyone call for this chick? I don't know.
Oh, well, with all due respect, what I heard is that there's a traitorous scumbag staying here.
It's an ambush! Some broad just...
Excuse me. Terribly sorry for the interruption. But tell me, may I have the honor of taking your life this evening?
Hey there, how's it going?
Hi, I'm Embe.
Hi there, my name is Ivy.
Hi, my name is Sina Lily.
Hi there, my name is Private Dancer.
Hi there, my name is Cookmon.
Hey y'all, I'm Sivan Luna.
Hi there, my name is Bindan Hadid.
Hello there, I'm Nami, and welcome to
And welcome to Bring the Heat, a North American Squad League invitation.
With your favorite influencers and streamers.
This will be competing 1v1 tournament.
With all proceeds going to Winner's Choice of Charity.
This will be live from December 16th through December 18th
on the North American Squad League YouTube channel.
Can't wait to see you guys there.
Listen here, chumps, and listen good. Ain't nobody gonna be able to beat Trex in this 1v1 tournament. I heard about it. They didn't want to invite me. They didn't want to let me in, but I forced my way in, and they're calling it Bring the Heat because Trex brings the heat. I mean, who do we even got as challengers? Private Dancer? We're gonna turn in mashed potatoes. G the Akayo, the guy can't even speak English, right? Ben, well, he done had it before and he's gonna get it again. Wheezy, Xena, Luna, ain't none of them gonna stand a chance against T-Rex. I'm the king of the dinosaurs and I'm the king of the 1v1, so prepare yourselves, cause I'm coming for every one of ya.
Bring the heat. I'm gonna bring the heat alright. That dancing tater tot private dancer, he's gonna make a great appetizer. That T-Rex, with his little arms, he's gonna reach me. I'm gonna make sure he stays extinct. And oh, my sweet cousin Luna, she's gonna know how much havoc this T-Rex can wreak. Hey, Goku, Kumon, Weezy, Pika, they're all gonna bow down to this demon queen. That crown is mine.
The darkest night.
Hello everyone, welcome to Bring the Heat. I'm your boy Pika, and this is why I'm gonna win. Because I'm the best there ever is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. You got that?
I heard there was a North American Squad League. Influencer Invitational, bring the heat. What better way for me to show the world my power? I accept this challenge. And I've also heard there's mighty streamers and influencers across the land of the dawn competing. Xena, Pikachu, been done had it, and so much more. You are not ready for the heat I am going to bring. The land of the dawn has never seen such a scorching fire. I am ready. And first on my list, G the Akayo. The man whose arms are bigger than his vocabulary. You are not ready for the force I'm going to bring. Your time is near. Take your time with your loved ones while you still can, cause G the Akayo, these arms are a little bit bigger. Next on my list, the man himself, T-Rex, king of the dinosaurs. There's a reason why the dinosaurs went extinct. Don't make me make it happen again. You have been spared, but now your time is near. Private Dancer. This has been a long time coming. The king of potatoes himself. The man who decimated my face on national television for the NACT Las Vegas Grand Finals. I've been waiting for this a long time. This is personal. I am coming for you. Are you ready? Be prepared, Private Dancer.
Babe? What are you doing?
Hey, this is Cookmon, your soon-to-be favorite Twitch ML streamer after I dominate this tournament. Guys, as one of the few female streamers participating on this tournament, I got to say, y'all boys are all going down. Yes, I said it. They're all going down. I'm going to have to teach them how to play this game properly, and I guess they'll just have to go through the pain and learn their lessons. Also, guys, please forget about those cute, soft uwu girls. They're so out of trends. I'm gonna turn that uwu into an ow ow, so y'all better watch out. And lastly, be ready, because I am going to bring that heat on and burn this competition into ashes.
You know, there have been a lot of talks and questions about who's going to be winning this thing, about who's going to be coming out on top. And for that answer, I come to you not as Private Dancer the King Tato, but as Private Dancer the Potato Pastor, singing you from the Gospel of the Good Book of Mobile Legends. And the Good Book says that there will be judgment, that there will be a reckoning. And the Good Book says that Private Dancer will not be beaten by the likes of Xena Lily, a person who calls her followers sinners. Or people like Trix and G Diego, or Steph Wheezy, a name like an upper respiratory infection.
Video, right? Video and then us. Remember.
What?
Private, go.
Guys, welcome to the Bring the Heat, the first annual Bring the Heat. This is gonna cap off this beautiful year that we've been having with the North American Squad League for this charity event. And I hope you guys are ready, because we have a ton of things planned here tonight. I am joined here at the desk with, you already know them, Wheezy and T-Rex. How is your night going tonight, guys?
Whew, I know the Land of the Dawn is hot for North America right now, and I'm super excited to see all of these contestants compete, for this $1,200 prize to donate to their charity. Lots of competition out there, and I think everybody's kind of warmed up and ready to go. I know I'm good. I can't wait till my match is coming up. A lot of competition out there to kind of look forward to seeing, and we get a little bit of an advantage to get to watch them compete. I'm gonna be taking notes as these players are competing.
Yeah, I'm ready too. I'm real ready for this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. I think it's going to be a very, very, very fun event. But we all know there can only be one winner tonight. And I'm excited to see, or in the next 3 nights, I should say. And I'm excited to see how this goes now. Up front, who do we got again, Private?
Well, first up, we are going to have M-Bay taking on AV Gaming. M-Bay, as most knows, coming from Facebook, and AV Gaming making his debut here onto YouTube from Twitch. And not only the prize pool that we have, but also, if you guys missed it, 50,000 diamonds on the line, as well as giveaways here tonight for you viewers as well. But man, I think we're about ready, if you guys are.
I am very, 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 very ready. And I know everyone's been putting together these videos and everything, so excited to see exactly what AV and M-Bay are going to bring to the table. Wheezy, you got to give it a 1. Who do you give it to?
Oh, I mean, I seen AV with them boxer gloves, so I'm wondering. I'm trying to guess who they're gonna play. And if I'm looking at AV with this introduction wrestler video, I'm definitely thinking it's gonna be Paquito. That's what I'm gonna root for today. For M-Bay, I don't know. I felt a little bit of an assassin vibe, so maybe we'll see a little bit of an assassin coming out. Maybe that mid lane Gushin that's been kind of dominating in the NA scene. But I know one thing: it's definitely gonna be a good match.
Yeah, we were talking to them before, and they seemed confident, especially M-Bay. She's ready to take some blood. But yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead and lead you guys into a little bit of a promo that both of these stars did before the match.
Hi, I am M-Bay Place. This is my first time doing this, but I'm gonna do my best. I don't think I'm gonna win. I already know I will. Because I believe in beginner's luck. So, good luck to all, and may the best player wins.
I am the champion of 1v1. And I am here to become the best of the upcoming 1 vs 1 tournament. And you're about to see it. Because I was Gold Chicken's parents. But no, you know why? Because I taught him how to play. And you are about to see it. I am Avi, the best of the best.
Sorry, so what?
Ooh, and we just saw AV Gaming, the lovely pair there, as well as Mbe. I'm not sure if that's fair. It almost looks like a 2v1 there. Hopefully, AV Gaming can stay focused on the game here, because you know Mbe's coming. She's trying to take a bite out of AV Gaming here.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what these two amazing influencers bring to the table. A lot of the line, like we said, they are competing for $1,200 cash prize to donate to their favorite charity. So I know a lot of these players and influencers have been practicing. I know I have. And to see, you know, AV over there with those boxer gloves, I think that's going to be a Paquito. I'm trying to get a little bit of a guess, trying to get a little bit of a fill out on it. Mbe, I don't know. Looking at the picture, maybe a little bit of a mage, possibly, as there's a lot of options you can choose from. I think the only banned hero is Joy, so there's a lot of versatility on the board right now.
Joy first pick. No, but I think, you know, looking at both of them, if I had to pick like everybody here, I feel like these two players are kind of like two of the most. They had the most pure intro videos, right? Like a lot of people were talking smack, a lot of people were saying this and that, but these two guys, I feel like it's a great start to everything because they weren't like super heated players jumping into this. So definitely excited to see how they both take this. To those that don't know, there are some rules in this 1v1 tournament. It's going to be the first to 3 kills or the first to destroy the enemy base. All heroes are allowed. The only ban was Joy, as Weezy said before. And if the game gets to 15 minutes, we will go into a sudden death clause, which we will explain as that happens now. Private, who are you giving it to?
Actually, I know, the confidence coming off of AV. We're gonna see. I would love to see maybe a little bit of the underdog. I'm gonna go for Mbe. I want to see her go ahead and triumph through this one.
Smash them.
Do you see this pick by Emmy? By Emmy? The pick? Hold on.
I didn't expect the Belleric. The Belleric, this is the first time I'm seeing a 1v1 with the Belleric, and I can't really knock it because I've never seen it. So I really want to see what the game plan is from Imbi right now. You are seeing a little bit of a clearance on that blue buff though for AV, kind of going for that jungle for a little bit of an advantage. But just looking at these picks, you know, that assassin / fighter over there, that Julian versus this Belleric. The question is, I want to see how the actual fight is going to go when they do meet up in that mid lane.
Yeah, I'm a little wondering about the retribution, a call that's a little iffy, right? Like, because you could lose out on a little bit of EXP in those first couple waves in the first few minutes. I'm wondering if the gain he gets from jungling is going to be better than what she gets from the laning.
Yeah, that's really interesting too. It's kind of funny here too because he was able to Mbe was actually able to clear out the lane while AV was jungling there. So a little bit of a slow start for him, and then they both kind of run off there. And this is where it's going to be kind of a little bit of a struggle for Mbe, just because now, like, what do you do except for lumber your way through the jungle and slowly take your minions? She basically, Mbe said, you might be able to beat me, but you're going to use that entire 15 minutes to take down this tree.
Look at the seriousness on both their faces, though. Looking at these player cams, AV is like in there. He's got the thumb sock on. He's ready to freaking go. And then we get the thumbs up. There it is. Now, Mbe, on the other hand, seems a bit more cool, calm, and collective about all this.
Yeah, you are seeing AV kind of going into that jungle too. I mean, well, we might be able to see a class share. I wonder if MB even knows he's over there on that blue. Yep, looks like they are going to fight it out. Oh, wait a minute. MB going back to the mid.
Yeah, able to take that blue buff away from her. She didn't really want the fight yet. Still trying to farm up a bit as minions are starting to push into her base. And AV with a little bit of a hello there for Mbe.
The real question is, what is Mbe's plan here for damage? Is she going to go full tank? Are we going to see some maybe magic damage items later? Like, are we just going full tank, trying to push for that 15-minute death counter and then just beat him out with the slow play? I'm a little wondering about how it's going to work out for her here.
Definitely in a tricky situation. Already down about like half HP. AV just having a really good time. A little bit of showing some spirit there with that emote as he goes to that blue buff as well. But like you said, looking at their builds, right? AV's running, you know, the typical jungle type style. He has that retribution slotted, and Mbe is running with the roam on. She's gonna have that roam on her boots with that encourage. So it's like that tank versus that jungle right now.
Yeah, and the only thing, I think we talked about this earlier, is that they don't believe Roam gives you passive gold. I'm looking at it right now. No, it does give you passive.
So she's getting passive.
She did actually. Yeah, so I feel like as far as gold, maybe not the hero you want to be clearing, but as far as passive gold is concerned, she's still getting it, and just narrowly behind AV right now, and that's mostly because of the jungle invades. Oh, a little bit of an engage. Let's see
but
who's
that
gonna come up
400
here.
gold, right? That 400 gold can be huge. Like, especially in a 1v1, the 400 gold difference. Wait a second.
Oh my god! AV over there. He almost took her out, down to barely any HP. Mbe's definitely gonna have to go back now, because if he gets one more hit off with any of those enhanced skills, he's definitely gonna secure that kill, which is gonna give him that advantage because she's recalling now, which if he clears that in time, he can go ahead and kind of strip some of that gold off that mid tower.
Yeah, and this is going to continue to put him at a bit more of an advantage. Mbe falling behind slowly, but then again, still the tankiness, right? Not able to really take a death yet. I do feel like she still could hang out in this. I'm just wondering what the end game is here. What's the real plan? Because AV is slowly scaling ahead, just bit by bit.
Yeah, and it does look like he's basically all over the jungle right now. Is AV does go ahead and catch her with those chains, and does go ahead and pick up a genius wand already now. So I think he's about 2 items ahead, about 1 item ahead of Mbe. And it does look like Mbe is going to be building more defensively here. So probably looking for some type of magic defense to kind of fend off from this Julian.
You know, the interesting thing is, yeah, and if they continue to farm, right, AV's already in the lead. He's up by about like 800, you know, to about 1,000 gold. So he's always going to have the advantage in terms of items, and leaving this mid lane alone is going to give even more gold to his side. So when it does come to this clash, it will most likely lean in his favor, especially when you're seeing it going against that Bellerin.
I'm just wondering when someone's gonna really pop off here. I want to see something a bit more than this. Mbe, just go for it. AV, just go for it. Take the dive, get under the tower, bring down the HP. Let's make this
Hey,
interesting, boys. Bring the heat!
There come the emotes right now. Mbe struggling here against the tower as AV just looming like a crow, waiting to go ahead and pick at the meat, and then does a run off as Mbe's gonna clear out this lane.
You can definitely tell. I feel like AV's been training his whole life for this. He's been at every single objective. Not missing a beat. He went from his blue buff, then he went and took her blue buff. Like, this is very strategic on his side. So you are gonna have to be careful. But here we go, a little bit of some action. Bring that heat now. That immobilize.
Oh.
Can he get the kill though?
Oh.
A beautiful ult, and then Mbe flickers away. But we are still getting more pressure on this tower.
But you do have to see, she did finally just lock in that Athena shield. Could help out a bit. I think what we're really waiting for is like the bait, right? Like, try to get, I got a feeling AV's listening in on me right now. But yeah, like, try to get him to dive under that tower, right? Try to get him in there, pop that ultimate. But can you secure that? If AV plays a calm, cool, and collective here right now, it's not going to be easy for Mbe to get out of it.
Looks like AV with a little bit of that taunt. Still gonna rush in, and he's doing some serious damage to Mbe right now. Not even with that Athena shield really being able to defend a lot of that magic damage. And after him taking 2 towers, that's just a huge power spike that you have to kind of defend against, especially in this early phase with no towers on her side, and then also with him kind of stealing her jungle to kind of top that off. He has those buffs on his side as well, so Mbe definitely has to be super careful, or he's going to go ahead and clear that mid inhibitor.
All right, so
yeah, and
go private.
Oh, I was just about to say, just it comes down to that build too. When you do the double wand there, genius wand, and then the burn that you're going to get from a glowing wand, it really, especially in the early game, kind of fends off what Athena Shield can protect you from, or tries to protect you from.
As they're taking it a little slow right here, right now. Wheezy, private, trying to get a little bit of information. What are the picks you guys think about that? What's been on the mind, right? What are you thinking about bringing to the Land of Dawn and bring the heat?
Well, I'll tell you what I think people are gonna pick. You know, I gotta keep mine a secret, but I'm gonna expose Ben real quick, all right?
All right.
Xena, I don't have to worry about it. Xena, Ben is gonna pick Edith, all right? He's gonna pick Edith. Watch out for that. Use your best heroes. I'm not gonna say who to recommend because he'll probably counter you if I do. But just know he's probably gonna pick Edith, okay? I heard from a very close source.
There you go, Zeta. There you go. There's now some heat in the air. So if Ben does win, though, I'm pretty sure he's going up against you, Weezy. So will there be some smoke coming? Wait a second, a little bit of Mbe does go down. First kill on the map. And AV doesn't lose composure. He doesn't fucking break a sweat. He doesn't smile at the camera. Nothing. He's like, I'm taking this win.
Look at the camera, serious mode. He's ready to take this space.
The moment I put these thumb socks on, it's all in, boys.
Ooh, what a game. A lot of farming and jungling, but definitely getting the job done at the end, and that's what matters, right?
Ooh, and they trying to do a little something.
So we are pushed all the way into Mbe's core right now, and that's kind of the problem sometimes when you're choosing these tankier roles on this. It can be a little hard to kind of take off, and once you get behind, look at so, just the micro plays here. Poor Mbe. It's just a tree, bro.
Hashtag mercy for Mbe in the chat. Mercy for Mbe. AV. You're going to be hated by a lot of people here. You're going to be hated by a lot of people here.
And now he waits.
Now, quick reminder to everybody, this is a double elimination bracket, right? So, like, even when Mbe drops here, if she drops here, there's still some time left. She is getting tankier and tankier, but whoever drops here still does have the opportunity in that bottom bracket to come back and fight their way in. This won't be the last time seeing some of your favorite streamers here tonight.
All about that holiday spirit. You know?
Where's that holiday spirit in this match?
Oh, there's the holiday spirit, the recall, the taunt. No mercy. There's a slight grin comes on AV's face. He's like, yeah.
Mbe, you can do it. You got this. Come on, Mbe!
Let's go all in. Hit him with the flicker ult. Hit him with the flicker ult. Private, you got any spicy deets for us? You got any spicy tea for us about some of the competition?
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, if you want
I know you're close with Xena and Luna, you know?
I'll tell you what. Go ahead.
If people want the strong picks, if you want to know who I think you guys should be picking, I hear Hanabi is really great right now. She's so strong, unbeatable. So those are the picks that you guys should probably be picking. Unbeatable right now. Layla as well, just a huge strength and ponytails.
When I bring the Layla, don't get too crazy.
I've been thinking about it all month who I want to play, and I'm still kind of like just stuck between a couple of heroes. Maybe some people in the chat can help me out. Like, what do y'all recommend, man?
Oh, hold on, 2-0. Mbe takes another one. It's bad, and it's a 23-second death counter. AV may be able to end this here, guys.
It looks like he's going ahead and stacking that damage with that recall spam right now. You know, a wise decision indeed. That's definitely if he didn't win the game already, I'm 100% sure that's gonna do it.
I think that is it. That is going to be a GG's, ladies and gentlemen. AV will move on to the next round. MB, we'll miss you.
And a great start to our very first match there. Both people put it all on the line there. Mbe trying something a little bit outside the box, but after all was said and done, AV Gaming comes out on top in our very first match.
Well, guys, it was a pleasure being here with you two. I want you guys to give a quick recap, and I will be dropping out. We'll be having a nice special guest coming on in just a second. And guys, just remember, Trex is going to be taking this one. Trex out.
So, like we were saying, that last match, you could see already, especially early game, and it was actually a great hero to pick into it, just because Julian being able to bring out the Genius Wand and Glowing Wand pretty much offset any type of defense that you're going to be able to put up as a tank. And unfortunately, when you're playing Beleric and then you're starting to get tanky items, there's really not much you can do, even if you can fend off the attack from him, because you really can't, you don't have the pushing power.
Yeah, and the push definitely came in his favor. So he was kind of clearing all those jungle objectives, you know, going for those buffs and then also invading buffs as well. So yeah, that was a really good match. But now let's jump into a little bit of some action over there for AV.
I am the champion of 1v1. And I am here to become the best of the upcoming 1 vs 1 tournament. And you're about to see it, because I was Gold Chicken's parents. But no, you know why? Because I taught him how to play. And you are about to see it. I am AV, the best of the best.
Sorry, so what?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and as you can see, we have a very special guest at the caster table. It is the one and only Mbe. How was that match for you, Mbe?
Well, I didn't know the game started already. My phone was on silent.
Aw, so that's unfortunate. So
It's like I prepared. I kind of watched his stream on Twitch, and I kind of like saw Julian, Harris, and I'm like, oh, so I've got planned, but then I did not expect to pick Beleric, so I was like, yeah, kind of sad, but it's okay. I had fun.
Yeah, the Beleric was a little bit of a surprise. I mean, you're up against some hard competition, though. I was rooting for you, though. I was definitely there. There's a lot of NBA fans out there, and it's not over yet. I mean, there is, a bottom bracket for you to be able to compete in as well, but maybe not pulling in the Beleric next time.
Yes.
yeah, so and it's gonna be some interesting matches too. You still have, like he was saying, the bottom bracket, so it's gonna be interesting, especially if next time you have a better start, able to pick out a character that you're more comfortable with putting out there for a 1v1.
Definitely, yep.
Yeah, I've been asking the chat already for myself. I don't know who to pick, man. I'm trying to get a little cheat code out there. If y'all have some heroes, help your boy out, man. I'm struggling over here. I know Private has something up there. I know he's got that cool composer, so I'm trying to. What is Private gonna pick? I don't know. What do you guys think he's gonna pick? Maybe you guys can give us some guesses and give us some secrets when he does play throughout to bring the heat. So cool things about this, guys. This is a charity event. Everybody competing. 12 influencers. The winner gets $1,200 to be able to donate to their favorite charity, and that's what this is all about. You know, bring that holiday spirit and kind of bringing the NA scene together over here for the North American Squad League. So even though, you know, you win, you lose, the whole point of this is to kind of donate to charity and bring everybody together. We just appreciate everybody being here.
Yeah, and it's something. It was a tall order to ask. So very first of all, hats off to all the influencers who are a part of this, because every single person that you see here, and even some that you don't. Aiko is in the back working tirelessly on the production, sweating his ass off right now. But like every single person here went ahead. They donated $100 to this prize pool, and it's not a small ask for a lot of people, but definitely in the holiday spirit of it, to make sure that whoever leaves here will have their charity of choice, will get the total prize pool, the $1,200. But you know what's not going to the charities? 50,000 diamonds. Not that they could use it, unless they're looking for a ruby skin or something, but that's going to be, every person here is going to be walking away with some diamonds, but the biggest chunk of that going to be going to the winner. But soon, we are about to get ready and into our next match. So, as we're getting ready in the back, Wheezy, I mean, we saw Belleric, we saw, oh, actually, Embe, we saw Belleric, we saw Julian. Who are you hoping to see out here next up?
Oh, I'm kind of thinking like Ling, Cushion, Fanny. Well, Fanny's not really for a 1v1, but yeah, like assassin heroes, because they're really good. Yep. Like if your emblem is assassin, and then just go for a retribution for a battle spell, you could just farm clear. That was my plan, the whole plan, but I was not able to do it.
I will say you made history though. I've never seen a Belleric, and I thought it was like some crazy, like, you know, crazy scientist thing about to pop out in front of us, you know, for this holiday season. So yeah, I kind of agree with you. Maybe the little bit of that assassin emblem, that retribution, and kind of farm a little bit faster. That match was a lot of farming. I mean, it was a battle of the jungle. I was wondering, I was like, when are they gonna fight it out? You know. But speaking of fighting it out, we are gonna jump into another section for Bring the Heat, as these players are competing, like we said, for their top charities. Definitely place your votes as you see these amazing content creators, you know, compete and fight it out in the land of the dawn for their favorite charities.
Bring the heat. I'm gonna bring the heat, all right. That dancing tater tot private dancer.
I am the champion.
He's gonna make a great appetizer.
And I am here
Rex,
to become the best of the best of the upcoming 1v1 tournament.
And oh, my sweet cousin.
And you're about to see it, because I was Gold Chicken's parents. But no, you know why? Because I taught him.
Pika, they're all gonna bow down to this demon.
And you are about to see
that crown.
I am Avi, the best.
The darkest night.
Yo! So, to participate in this 1v1 tournament, I have to trash talk the competition, which, in my case, not really an issue. So, I'm going to start at the top of the list. T-Rex Senpai. We have history. He has beat me twice. I beat him one time. I'm looking to get revenge. Next up, I'm actually really scared of Pika. Pika's like the highest rated player out of all of us. Mythic Glory, 1,000 points. Best friends with MOBA Zane. Like, this dude plays with all the pros all the time. But he's a support. He's like a tank main. And so he's like that Angela who only plays with her boyfriend and only ults her boyfriend. So that's Pika. I'm not too worried about it, but kind of still a lot scared. Yeah, I'm scared. Next up, we have G. Now, G is really good at Zask, and that's it. So not really worried about that one. I think we'll be all right. Then we got Private. Private's like a potato XP laner, I'm not really worried about that. We've gone one head up one time in the lane, and I think I dominated. So I'm not worried about Mr. Potato, but he could have a couple tricks up his sleeve. Next up, I think we have Wheezy. Now, Wheezy is actually the only pro, I think, in this event. I think at least. And he's got like 3 pro teams, but all of them suck. So I don't think I should be worried too much. Now, me and Wheezy actually have history as well. We were in a tournament together a long time ago, and the only thing he could play was Valir and Vale in the off lane. So I think I'm good. Next up, we have Kookman. Kookie Main. She's a Florin main. So I'm not worried again. You know, what are you gonna do? Heal me to death? And then we got Mbae. Never seen her play, but I've heard her voice, and if she hits me with a screech attack, it would be super effective. Let's see, who else do we have? That's it. No one. Who else am I scared of? No one.
As you can see, both of our challengers are ready. Some big words from both of them. And if you guys are wondering about the discrepancy with Ben, we had to make sure that his head fit his ego for the size of this verse screen here, or it's what happens when you send us a low quality image to work with. Either or, we are going to get ready for this next matchup.
Definitely a matchup indeed. Let us know who you guys think are going to take this. You see, you know, over there, that Selena type cosplay going on. And then Ben, a little bit of a, I'm trying to guess what kind of cosplay. Y'all let me know what kind of cosplay we got going on with that. But definitely going to be an interesting match indeed. I have kind of seen, you know, I've met both of them in person, really cool people. Ben, I've peeked in and seen him kind of dominating some of those players in the Philippines for fun, just on random nights, just 1v1s all day. So you definitely have to watch out for the heat that he's definitely going to bring. And the cool thing about this is either way, whoever is competing, I get to go up against them today. So I'm kind of, I'm going to be taking notes. So Ben, I'm watching you. I'm going to watch that play style. Don't show too much, because I'm going to make you work for this one.
You mean Ben or Xena?
Or Xena.
Right.
Now, Xena, I haven't seen Xena play as much as Ben. Xena, I'm excited to see as well. But I do think Xena's a good player. Actually, we played a classic together before, and Xena was kind of carrying us along the way. So, you know, Xena can do it, but I'm wondering what Xena's gonna pull out, right? We know Ben kind of going for more of those aggressive playstyle heroes. Xena, I'm not really sure. But just as we are talking about it, let's jump into the game.
Mbae, you see the matches, you see the people, and you see the characters. Who is your money on right now?
Wow, it's so hard, but I'm rooting for Cena. You know, girl power. But I hope none of them will make the same mistake like I did. They're able to choose their hero before the game starts.
It's actually not a bad pick here. Lilia into a Lapu can really punish him, especially a melee character, for getting too close and not finishing the job. So God forbid that Ben gets too close and clears out those minions quite quickly, as both of them are going to turn around to kind of lure the other one here. It looks like Ben's not really too interested in trying to jungle. Just this is the broad strokes we usually get from a 1v1, just in the mid lane, trying to see what they can make happen here.
Yeah, I do like the Lilia pick though. Definitely caught me off guard, but I'm a fan of Lilia, able to do that early game damage, especially against a fighter like the Lapu. So, you know, Ben having to play a little bit safer, especially in this early game. But I know Ben's a master Lapu, so if anybody can kind of pull this composition off, it's definitely him.
This composition of one. So, oh gosh, it's gonna be really interesting, and especially like I said, with the slows coming up here. We do have the minions mating in. It does look like they're a little bit more aggressive. Both people kind of staying in the middle, not really trying to give up any type of room here.
Are looking at a little bit of a different story from the other game. The other game was a lot of farming, but we are seeing a lot more pressure in the mid game, and this is the kind of heat we want to see, right? We want to see them kind of fight it out, you know, down to that last drop of HP.
Yeah, it's really interesting too now. They're both starting to get a little bit fed here, still moving on only into the second minute, and kind of a little bit of a lull each time the minions kind of get clear. We do see like Ben is starting to work on that Lethal Wanderer, trying to take it out, and here comes Xena. She's gonna try to steal it. Was she able to steal it? He does get lured into it.
Looks like Ben actually got it ahead of her and actually almost got that kill as well. Now he has a little bit of that pressure to kind of push into this tower.
Yeah, and he's got his passive too. So even if she does get some lucky damage off on him, he'll be able to hit her with the with an ability, get that shield and a little bit of regen from her. A nice little bait there. She went out there, tried to finish it off, and he came in with the bravest fighter stance immediately to try to catch her. Wasn't able to get the stun, but did put off a decent amount of offense onto her.
Yeah, it's an interesting match indeed, but both still haven't, taken a kill. Neither has taken a death. So right now, still pretty much even. Like we said, you got to get those 3 kills or, do that sudden death inside of that mid lane at that 15-minute mark. So if it does go to that sudden death, though, who do you think would win this fight?
A sudden death might go to Lapu just on the aggression that he really has here. So we're already seeing some stark differences from your first game and then in the match here now. How do you feel about the how this match is being played right now in there?
Well, definitely it's so different from the first game because they picked the heroes, but with this one, it's kind of hard for Lilia.
Poor Xena got bamboozled and messed into the ground. You see the smile. She's all smiles. Ben is still stoic. Oh, there's a smile now. Now he realizes. I think there was a little bit of a worry from him. He didn't want to give her that first blood. He is going to go ahead and start pushing on this tower, but Xena is still going to come up here and try to protect it. It's only 1 death, so not much yet on his side.
Yeah, it's an interesting fight indeed, but you are seeing Ben with a little bit of that advantage taking that first blood. And also have that pressure in that mid lane. Looks like a little bit of a safer playstyle, but wait, Xena still kind of poking in there and trying to do some damage, but definitely a little bit more in the favor of Ben. He does have that high and dry in his favor though. Oh my goodness!
He's baiting her, and she just really is taking advantage of that little teensy tiny aggression coming out. Oh, here comes the bravest fighter again, and he gets another kill onto her. Oh man, you can see from her, she is upset. She says that's not going to be happening again. She is ready. She got lured into that little with that little taunt from him. She bit down, and he was able to come in with that bravest fighter on top of her.
Man, oh man, it's looking a little rough right now on the side of Xena. Ben definitely having that advantage, taking that tower, taking 2 kills. He only needs 1 more. The question is, how will Xena kind of respond to this? Maybe you can kind of get those 2 quick kills in if she plays a little safer and just waits for Ben to kind of be overly aggressive. But just the longer it goes, it's going to be a little bit harder, as Ben already has the gold advantage as well.
Knowing what you know now, seeing him with the Lapu, if you knew this beforehand, what kind of hero do you think you would probably try to pick into this, Mbe?
I would probably pick Carrie. Against Lapu. Yeah. I think Carrie has a chance. If I knew, would pick that. Definitely. 100%.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. I do know that. Yeah, that Lilia is a comfort pick for Xena. It's one of the mages that she does know very well. Unfortunately, I think the second comfort pick for her would be this. Oh my god. Who has the swan song? Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart here. There's just too much action going on. We do see the black boots come up and we miss the stun, but it's gonna be enough. That is 3 and this match is down to a close. You see a breath of sigh of relief from Ben. He was ready, and that is gonna be game just as soon as we get the surrender to close this match up. So I mean, a 3-0 right there, and just a dominating performance. You could see Ben holding no mercy, going 110%. He doesn't care who he's going up against.
Man, already ready for game 2, man. Bring that heat, Xena. Good job. Did what you could. But Ben just had a little bit more of that pressure on his side. But that's not the end of it. We still got a lot of influencers competing. And next, actually, Private himself going to be sneaking up in there, you know. So we're going to be seeing a little bit of his preferred hero for the Influencer Invitational. You know, I'm excited to see what Private picks. If I had to guess, that's a hard one. I feel like you have a very high hero pool. So I'm going to say you're going to, if I had to pick a role, it's probably going to be a fighter. I'm going to guess a fighter on this. What do you think, Mbe?
I'm not really sure about his heroes, but I would go for marksman.
Probably don't want to reveal that information. Let us know.
Definitely going to be Hanabi. So prepare for Hanabi. For how my opponent prepares for that. All right, guys, but we are going to say goodbye. Well, not goodbye, but Mbe is going to be leaving the caster desk. You guys can catch her on Facebook. If you guys don't know, all of the influencers that are a part of this event, you can see their information in the description of the YouTube video below. So we're going to wish her very luck. It was nice having you on the caster desk, and definitely can't wait to see you in the lower bracket, Mbe.
Thank you so much, and good luck to everyone.
There you go. Mbe has made that special appearance and gave a special game. But like you said, that's not all. There's a lot of competition still on the way. Private's going to be playing today. I'll be playing myself as well. I get to go against Ben, which is cool. Private, you have an interesting matchup on the way as well.
I do believe next up, I don't know if I'm next. Yeah, it's going to be Nami versus Kukman. I think, and both of these beautiful ladies, I think, have caught the eye since we started releasing these video. Kukman had some words to say, as well as Nami, who did just the production value alone from Nami. Like, when I saw yours, Wheezy, I'm like, man, this is going to be it. This is going to be the top. But Nami put in that extra little touch, added some anime and some characters, and even used some of our own videos as well. Like I said, these guys are putting it all on the line here tonight, and like we said, $1,200 on the line for the winner's charity of a choice. Winner goes home with everything, but then also 50,000 diamonds gonna be going. It's gonna be a prize pool for everybody involved. But we have another guest here, Wheezy.
We do got another guest, a special appearance from the man himself, able to take that win. How's it going, Ben?
Bro, I am sweaty, man. I almost had a heart attack during that match. I thought I was gonna throw. I thought I was gonna lose. She picked Lilia. I was like, God, I'm dead to level 4. Oh, bro, my heart was beating so fast the entire time. Woo!
Yeah, we could tell. It's just we were talking about it, but you will be moving on, and I believe you're going to be facing. Is it Trex? He's going to be facing.
No, I got Mr. Snitch right here on the desk, man. He's snitching all the picks. Everybody, he's gonna play Edith. He's gonna do Edith.
Yeah.
In case anybody missed it earlier, they've been talking about him going to be playing Edith. I just want to make sure that that's out there again, so that in case anybody was not watching earlier. Wheezy giving away a bit of those details.
Yes,
but,
I'm happy to run it back on him.
We're gonna see. But ladies and gentlemen, the next up is going to be Nami taking on Kukman. But let's see what these two lovely ladies had to say in their promos before this.
Hello, Nami. I have something for you. T-Rex, private dancer, and G, the Igo, wants to bring the heat.
Did anyone call for this chick? I don't know.
Oh, well, with all due respect, what I heard is that there's a traitorous scumbag staying here.
It's an ambush! Some broad just...
Excuse me. Terribly sorry for the interruption. But tell me, may I have the honor of taking your life this evening?
Hey, this is Cookmon, your soon-to-be favorite Twitch ML streamer, after I dominate this tournament. Guys, as one of the few female streamers participating on this tournament, I got to say, y'all boys are all going down. Yes, I said it. They're all going down. I'm going to have to teach them how to play this game properly, and I guess they'll just have to go through the pain and learn their lessons. Also, guys, please forget about those cute, soft uwu girls. They're so out of trends. I'm gonna turn that uwu into an ow ow, so y'all better watch out. And lastly, be ready, because I am going to bring that heat on and burn this competition into ashes.
Ow, ow, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think about those videos, Ben?
I mean, they're way better than mine. I really feel bad about the video I put up now, honestly. I mean, the trash talk was A+, but the quality, they kind of put me to shame on those.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see how they kind of compete today. I haven't really seen either of them kind of play Mobile Legends before, but I know they got a lot of fans out there, so definitely kind of vote for who you guys think will take this win.
Yeah, so it's gonna be really interesting to see how they come in together in here. I'm really interested. I've had the opportunity to play a bit with Kookman before, so I know some of the picks that she does like to put on, what she's a little bit comfortable on, and I know she has been practicing. Nami, her playing though is a bit of a mystery to me so far.
I've never seen Nami play, but I saw Kook playing with Goso Yue earlier, getting some coaching, some last-minute coaching in before the match. So I think she's coming in with a little bit of a strategy for sure.
Yeah, definitely gonna need a strategy indeed. I mean, even when you were playing, Ben, I could see the strategy. You know, so some wise gameplay right there, man. Some top tier gameplay at its finest. I'm hoping to see that in this match as well from both of them going forward.
Yeah, it's I'm definitely excited to see. And we saw especially with the last game, both opponents kind of like really setting it in and engaging, not really kind of like being too afraid. They were just formidable, came in at it, and even though Xena took the L, she engaged, which I really appreciated coming from them.
Massive respect. I play a lot of 1v1s, and a lot of people sit under their turret with Cho and flicker out to get you on a turret. But she fought the entire time, and I have mad respect for that. 1v1s can be so boring if you don't fight, and mad respect for her stepping up at the lane. Even if you lose, still fight it out. It's a 1v1. We're here for fun. We're here for charity. Make it fun.
Definitely got to make it fun indeed. That's what it's all about. And, you know, this is a charity event. All of these influencers competing for that $1,200 prize for their charity, and also that 50,000 diamond prize on top of that. But enough about the prizes. Let's jump into the game.
Ooh, we just got some spicy picks here too. We got Julian going to be taking on a Fredrin here, both coming equipped with the jungle spell Retribution. So this is going to be a very interesting. We're going to have a lot of jungling, so maybe the actual action might not kick off until maybe like the 3 or 4 minute mark. Oh no, actually, Kookman's just going to go ahead and start in her lane.
Yeah, weird start from Kook, but I love the matchup. Really a skill-based matchup. I think Fredrin, if the fight goes a little longer and he can land that ulti, good, but it takes a long time to get that Freddy ult. So I'm interested to see how these two, and she engages.
Woo! I love it. She's all over. She's all over Nami.
Question is who will win this fight, though. Nami in a very difficult situation. Kookman, oh my goodness, choosing it all right there.
Oh, she came to play. You saw that little, you saw the retribution come out and trying to put that damage on, and Nami very wisely going home, but now she's got minions at her tower.
Very good invade. Sets the tone and the momentum. You get the turret goal. This is a big play for Freddy, but I have to give the strength to Julian in the mid game, right? Freddy's going to get tanky early and tanky late, but that mid-game spike on Julian's where she needs to shine.
Yeah, definitely where she needs to shine. It looks like they are going to try and contest in the jungle. Okay, Nami with a little bit of a response. Probably a little mad at that on that personal retribution we saw earlier.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting too, because like, and Kookman doing exactly what I feel should be done with a Fredrin. Early aggression all over Nami right now, who's gonna go ahead and have to use that that ability to kind of escape here.
Yeah, I think the onus, you're right, is exactly right. The onus is on Fredrin to walk in, start these fights early, and not let Julian get that. But Julian's getting out of the fight, coming back in when needs appropriate. Right now, I think I like if Julian keeps running, it looks good.
Yeah, definitely looking good indeed. But Nami and Kookman kind of fighting it out. JRC and Nami have a little bit better time farming. Gonna go ahead and get that power spike a little early. Already with Julian only needing that level 3 to kind of have those enhanced skills. And oh my goodness, Kookman down to half HP right now.
Yeah, especially, I mean, with Nami, and I saw some of the questions asked in chat. Yes, this is the manager for The Simpsons. So, you know, she's got some experience. Maybe put a little poll out there to her team to let them know that she's going to be doing this and what she should be picking. And you don't become the manager for The Simpsons without knowing what you're doing. So we're trying to see how she brings this Julian into the mid game as we're moving into the 3rd minute.
Yeah, the momentum's completely switched right now. You see Julian's pushing the lane, Freddy's back, right? And I love this kind of storyline. We have Simpsons and ACT, now Simpsons carrying the vibe into the 1v1. It's beautiful.
No, definitely beautiful indeed. But the question is, who's going to take this game? We're seeing a lot of farming, but nobody really kind of fighting it out. The question is, how are they going to pair up when they do meet, you know, in that mid river to kind of fight it out? Or will Kookman go ahead and push in this tower while you're seeing Nami kind of focused on that red buff?
Yeah, and a lot of damage going on to this tower. So I'm wondering if this is... so we're gonna see how well this is going. Kookman is waiting in the bush. Nami doesn't know about it yet. When you see the chains is gonna pop up Kookman as they are battling it out here. Kookman is not trying to wait, loses the early ult, and Nami is running for the hills. Not sure if they're gonna be able to get it. Tried to catch Kookman, and just a lovely engage there for Kookman.
That was a great all ever Kookman. If she landed the ulti full blast right there, she gets the kill. And I didn't know Freddy had damage like that, but I'm worried about Julian being able to escape this ulti. Kookie's trying to get in there and lock her down, but Julian can just slip away. He's an ankle breaker.
Kookman playing no games though, running out there with socks on, doesn't even have no boots on or anything. Just go ahead and go straight for that bloodless axe and call it a day.
Yeah, and we're talking about the late game, but right now Kookman actually doing a decent amount. So this means that Nami needs to make sure that she gets the items before the 15-minute mark. For those of you who are just joining us, at the 15-minute mark, we enter sudden death, which means that both players are going to have to stand in the middle of the lane and duke it out, basically swinging for the hills to see who will come out on top.
Yeah, this is, I have to keep giving credit to both these guys. They're fighting, right? Yeah, they're farming a little bit jungle, but they come back in the mid lane, they duke it out every time. And that's what we're here for. We're here for entertainment and make it fun. I love this.
I definitely love this indeed, but the question is who's going to prevail? I mean, Kookman already stripping a lot of that gold off that tower, but Nami now kind of maintaining that pressure and has got Kookman on the retreat.
Ooh. Some nice damage there, and then the regen from Kookman as well too. Just the amount that you get on the Fredrin might be able to compete on a nice little outplay there. Nami getting out of the way there. Oh, a nice taunt coming out there. Nami does not fall for the bait. He's going to try to walk away, trying to lure these in. A very safe game, but still a lot of action coming from both of them.
Yeah, and that's the risky part for Frederick. He has to wait his health bar to try to bait Julian in, right? But Julian has so much mobility, and he has burst to finish it off. So this is a wonderful matchup. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think we've gotten so big, boys. I think that's the official NASL in the chat. It might be a fake, I don't know, but I think that's him.
Yeah, that's the official Naisu in our chat. So we are graced with his appearance while we got this 1v1 charity event going on here. Two of the top Influencers here, Nami and Kookman. A little bit of a taunt there from Nami, trying to lure Kookman out from the base. And you can see now we're starting to even up on these towers as we move into the 6 minutes and almost halfway through this 1v1.
Yeah, as we do get closer to that 15-minute mark, it will be a sudden death. So they are going to go ahead and try and fight it out. But wait a minute. Nami with a little bit of advantage, having that minion on her side. Oh my goodness, that enhanced sword as well. This is this is looking interesting. I'm starting to see a little bit more engagement from both of them, kind of fighting it out. But I want to see what happens when it's down to that wire. So this is looking like, if I had to guess, I think this is going to be a sudden death match for sure on that 15-minute mark.
I mean, I hope it doesn't go to 15, but it would be cool to see them lock 3 fights in a row, because somebody's not going to have cooldowns at the end of that. I think Julian picks up a lot of pace around like 8 to 10 minutes when he has those burst items. Fredrin is building tanks, so his damage is going to fall off a little bit. He has to land that ulti, and Julian can just juke side to side.
Yeah, but as you get later on, Frederin's cooldowns are kind of ridiculous. He doesn't have a mana to really worry about. I mean, as you can see here already, Charters and Chain together attack. We do have the... Oh, but we missed! Nice outplay there, and thinking by Nami trying to draw out that ability from Kookman. Good play there, and we do see the Radiant Armor being picked up by Kookman.
Yeah, definitely interesting match indeed, but a little bit of shifting in tempo right now. It's like this little struggle dance in this mid lane to take these towers. But like we said, 7 minutes in, neither side has gotten a kill. We do see execute in the hands of Kookman, and if it gets to that late game, that might come in clutch. Like once you have all these objectives and the towers under play, that retribution is not really going to do much for you.
Oh, you're right. I thought it was double retry, but it's actually execution. So Fredrin has a ton of bursts with the ult and execute coming down. He can definitely finish, but then we saw Julian already do it. Dip out right when he's going.
Yeah, right underneath tower, Kookman trying to bait out Nami. Just the tanking ability too, because even though you would have a Fredrin in your tower range, you still have to worry about getting that magic stack from his passive off. As the tower hits him, you have to be ready for that ult to come out and do a ton of damage. And we see the taunt coming out here now. Nami gonna try to get out of the way. More taunts from them right now. Kookman coming in, does gonna pop up onto a taunt, lands. Nami coming in now. Look at the damage coming out. Ult comes out, but only takes about 1/5 of health away from Nami right now. Both of these guys just starting to juke it out.
Yeah, looking like they are trying to go for this kill. Both of them almost at half HP, but Nami going on the aggressive play, probably going to try and close it out.
Yeah, I thought Julian was going to engage right there. Fredrin doesn't have an ult. She has the combo up ready. You might see it here, but Fredrin's pushing in. He may be able to. He does! Fredrin with Kookman takes the first kill in the match, and Fredrin takes 1-0 lead.
That is the Cookie Monster coming alive for you guys right there. And now we're going to start pushing onto the tower. First kill going to Kookman.
And also taking that tower as well. And that's going to give him, her that additional power spike over on Nami. Definitely have to play a little bit safer now. 1 kill into the hands of Kookman as well. Like we said, 15 minutes. That's sudden death. We're already at 9 minutes. So unless they're going to start pushing these towers in, at a little bit of a faster pace, it may be a sudden death. But looks like Nami have another plan. Is going to go ahead and clear that tower up and go kind of contest on that blue buff.
Absolutely bullying in the jungle, daring to come fight me. And already the health is dipping down. Fredrin chasing through, and Julian right back in on. We'll see how it comes.
Oh, look at that damage. Nami's gonna have to find herself a quick escape back to base. And it's unfortunate too, because Kookman just always coming just a little early with these ultimates. If she kind of like, even if you would have dove underneath the tower a bit there, gotten that kill, it might have paid off just a little bit more than using the ult too early. Oh.
You're gonna pay off though, taking that inner turret for the mid lane for Kookman, and also doing some serious damage to Nami. Kookman definitely trying to close this out, and Nami having a little bit of a harder time responding.
Ooh. Engage with the taunt there. The ulti is available. No, it's not, but Freddy did. If that was ulti up, it would be done. That's what I hate about Fredrin the most. You don't have ulti a lot of times when you want it right there, I didn't think that this mid game was going to go into Fredrin's favor, but here we are. I think I'm kind of worried about Fredrin in future matches for myself.
Yeah, he's one of these heroes that I've been talking about on stream that I've been wanting to pick up. Oh my god, look at the damage coming down. Ult does come down, drops Nami to about 1/3, but she's going to smartly run back. And then look at this. It doesn't even have to go back to base, does Kookman. It has that regen coming back. Here come the Uwu sorry chance, as well as Nami is doing her best to try to stave off this attack. Kookman is relentless right now.
Relentless indeed. 1 kill in her favor though, and also 2 towers. So she's sitting really strong right now. I'll say Nami definitely having to kind of get something in her favor before we close out at that 15-minute mark in that sudden death. Because I don't know if they fight it out in the middle of the lane. I'm gonna probably give it to Kukman with that execute.
I totally agree. I think if it comes to sudden death, then Kukman definitely wins here. We've seen her been winning these fights. I think that means the lane condition for Nami is to get her under turret, bait her up under there.
Yeah, we're going to see how this goes. We do see them trying to outplay each other. Kukman coming in with some taunts, diving in, does land a pop-up, and continuing on. Ult comes out, but not enough damage. And that's kind of one of the problems, is you have 2 things, and that's kind of what makes up for it with Fredrin. You have 2 things to look out for. That crystal power that you... Oh, another taunt that's landed onto it. As I'm saying that, 10% health left for Nami, but that's going to open up this next tower for Kukman.
Not looking good. 3 towers down, taking that inhibitor to kind of give even more pressure into the hands of Kukman, and now gonna go out for that fight and possibly get a kill. Nami just kind of sitting there in the base, not really much she can do.
Yeah, 1v1s can be so snowbally, right? Fredrin's got this lead, and now he's just beating her, knocking on the door of that Nexus, pushing her back every time. Maybe not able to get the kill, but that's the pressure every time. It's taking turret after turret after turret.
Yeah, she's coming in here. Not just that, but she's got the lane pressure as well. So Nami is through. Like, you're through at this. Oh, ult comes out down to 5%. She's trying to come in, trying to put the damage on. And up here, left. Nami able to get back to base. Oh, Kukman. I know the frustration has to be there, but like I said, we are out of area for Nami to go. You have to start defending. You have to start engaging, and you're basically playing Kukman's game right now.
This is interesting, but wait, Nami trying to go in for the kill, realizing that Kukman has low HP, but the question is who wins this battle? Praise's Wrath going down by Kukman, but answered with that enhanced sword. And they're fighting it out. I don't know which way it's gonna go, but Virgin did use that ultimate, so it's not at his disposal. Wait a minute, Nami picking up a kill, 1-1 to even up the scoreboard.
Julian baits down to his last bit of life. Fredrin was so low, already used the ulti, but like Private said before, the cooldowns are so low at this point in the game. Fredrin got it back. It still wasn't enough. Fredrin was too low, and Julian finally got it out with a few good jukes there, killed him in lane. I'm not sure how much this will mean, though, because there's not enough time to push back, and sudden death is approaching.
Yes, indeed. 2 minutes until sudden death, and you have to do that 2 more times. And that last one, you could see kind of a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a misplay, but use that ult just a little bit too early, in my opinion, from Kukman, and didn't do enough damage to Nami. Once that ult was down, Nami really took advantage. I knew that this was the time to press, so a good read by her.
Definitely good read indeed. Nami trying to claim some real estate on these towers right now as we are closing closer to sudden death, only 1 minute away. And like you said, Nami has that retribution. So in that awkward position where you have to kind of push in these towers, because you know in terms of these fights, you might not have the upper hand with that execute. But speaking of upper hand, both of them fighting it out, maybe doing a little bit of an advanced sudden death themselves to try and take this win.
A lot of damage there from Nami. It's looking good so far, Private.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Kukman's gonna have to go back to handle these minions right now to make sure that her lane can push on there. But we are a mere 30 seconds away from sudden death, and are both of these people gonna be vying for a position for that?
So explain to us how sudden death works.
Well, both opponents are going to have to stand in the middle of the lane. You're not allowed to leave. You just duke it out and start laying haymakers until one person goes down. It looks like Nami actually is in a bad way, is going to go ahead and try to slow down Kukman. But when sudden death hits, you are not allowed to go into your jungle. You are not allowed to leave the mid lane. That little area with the logo, you're going to have to stay there and just duke it out.
Duke and juke it out. You know, you got to do both of them. But they are going to go for that 1v1. It looks like Kukman on the chase. of Praise's Wrath going down, but answered back with the enhanced sword for some sustainability. Both of them pretty even on HP, but wait a minute. A wise retreat from Nami to kind of get back as Kukman was out for blood, but they're still out for blood from both sides. Who gets the kill? Place your votes. Enhanced sword again by Nami on the chase, but both of them with the sustainability to remain in this fight. And Kukman able to take advantage of it with your Praise's Wrath, and that is 2-1 in the hands of Kukman.
That's enough time to end it.
Yeah, that was a 36 wait right there, 36-second wait, and this is going to be it. I believe this is going over to Kookman, but a great game played by both of these opponents here.
Wow, the mechanics in those fights were top tier. Honestly, I'm mad impressed by both of them. Fredrin, though, is a problem. I gotta think about what I'm gonna do if I play Kookman, because she's gonna play it again.
Like, I just put Kookman against Ben. Can I? Oh man, but what a game, what a game. Kookman kind of leading the way, but I want to say that was a very close fight from both sides. Nami almost evened that out to 2-2, and then you know, that would have been a very even match. So actually no, Nami would have been 2-1 and had the advantage. So definitely impressive indeed from both of them, kind of like that neck for neck and eye for an eye down to that last drop of HP, but Kookman was able to secure that victory.
Yeah, I think Private kind of highlight. Oh, go ahead, Private. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I think Private highlighted it expertly. Kookman missed. Even Fredrin was dominated, but Kookman was like using ulti too early, didn't have enough damage done to her. Had it been like a little bit more practice on that, a little bit cleaner, Fredrin would have madly dominated that matchup. So I'm super scared of Fredrin now. I thought I was scared of Private and T. No longer. I'm scared of Kookman.
You say that one more time. You said Fredrin and
yeah.
Yeah, as we saw, like the Cook monster coming out there, taking down Nami. Great game played by both, because I mean that wasn't a bad Julian game either. Nami came out and some great plays there, and especially able to get a kill. Like you said, usually it's a snowball. Once somebody gets the kill, they just keep on rolling. But Nami keeping her composure. You saw her all snuggled up in her sweater and hoodie there, and able to at least get a kill off there. But once it came to sudden death and you were behind, there's not a lot that stands in the way of a hungry Fredrin.
The damage was insane. Honestly, I expected Fredrin to be good early, Julian to have this massive mid spike, but he was just too beefy. And I saw some really good jukes out of Julian, juking out of the way of taunts, out of the way of ultimates. It still didn't matter. And I mean, that was a jungle Julian, and Fredrin pushed the Julian out of the jungle. So I really don't know. I'm gonna have to go a Tank Buster, Malefic, Roar. I might play a Marksman. Everybody in the chat's laughing, but I might do it.
He's trying to throw me off. Well,
I'm playing Marksman, Weezy. Huh?
No, you gonna pull a mark? No, if you pull out a Marksman, I already know better. But speaking of these games, we do have some more on the way, and actually the next one on the list, Private, you are going to be playing up against Luna. How do you feel about that? Do you have maybe how do you feel it's going to go? You're going to go for that aggressive fight? You're going to go for the farming? What do you think we're going to see here?
I am confident in my ability to cleanse this land. Luna, she's got the cuteness on her side. She might have the looks. She might have the charisma, but I have the power of the holy book of Mobile Legends on my side, and I am ready.
That's right, the holy book of potatoes. So we are going to send Private off on his way into the land of the dawn. Definitely vote for your guys' favorite influencers and who you think will take this game. It is a 1v1, and we know there's a lot on the line as these influencers are competing for a total cash prize of $1,200 to go to their favorite charity. And also, there's 50,000 diamonds on the line. So definitely a lot to fight for there as they are bringing the heat for the North American Squad League.
Yeah, I didn't even know about the diamonds, but I'm looking at that like a snack, man. I'm telling you, Weezy, I'm gonna have to run right through you for those diamonds. I'm sorry, I love you, but I need the diamonds.
We work a deal out, all right? 25, 25?
50, 50, 50, 50. So, Weezy, what are you looking to play later?
You want to make a deal?
I'm asking for a friend.
Why don't we have the chat vote who we pick?
Oh no, I can't let. I know E's gonna be like, Hanabi.
Lose as you do.
Hanabi. But the chat will go against my own boys. Will go against me.
Oh man, yeah, definitely place your guys' votes. It's funny because me and Ben are actually going to be going up against each other here shortly later on during today's event. But like I said, a little bit of competition. I don't think we've done a 1v1 before, actually, a long time ago. Ben actually got me on that one, you know. So maybe I'll get my little bit of revenge going forward, you know. Yeah, I did the potato video for Private Dancer, but I got something on the way for Ben too, okay? So
I'm not lying. I'm actually pretty mad at Marcus in there telling all my secrets. So next time Marcus is in chat, we're gonna have a little talk. I'm gonna ban him instantly for like 2 minutes just on premise, you know, just like knock him out of chat immediately. then we're gonna have to run it back because I thought we were boys, and I understand you guys had some conversation.
Yeah, Marcus, I was like, man, don't tell me. I don't want to know. He just couldn't hold it back, man. I was so disappointed.
I'm sure you were. Honorable Wheezy. Yeah,
It's like, Marcus, come on, Marcus, you can't do that. But I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting match, I think, for us too. I'm gonna try and fight it out in the mid lane. You want to duke it out in the mid lane?
Oh yeah. I mean, I might be at turret 3. I might be at turret 1. I might be in the bushes. You never know where Ben's gonna pop up.
What if I pulled out Fanny?
Oh, now that's actually pretty good. You can have it. You can have it. You know what? If you can do it on Fanny, you could do it, dog. You know what I'm saying? You never ban Fanny, and then somebody picks Fanny. You're like, man, we should have banned Fanny. You know? So like, if you got it like that, go ahead. You the man.
No, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm up to speed for that yet. You know? So definitely gonna be some interesting things on the board. But like we said, in the next match, we are gonna be seeing Private versus Luna, and we also have a special guest to kind of sneak up on us. A special Selena skin, a new Selena skin on the way, named Xena.
Oh, am I supposed to chat right now? Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
How are you doing today? Are you ready for your matches?
Oh God.
Oh wait,
Did I
actually, you already
lose?
had your match.
What the heck?
Yeah, you had your match. I guess.
I got my ass whooped.
Wait
Damn
a
it.
second. Yeah, how did
It's
you
okay.
feel?
I
How
already
did you
knew
feel
he
in
was gonna
that
pick
match?
Lapu. I just didn't do my homework on who to pick against that. I was too
Yeah.
busy. I already know you play Lapu. Next time, I got you.
Okay, next time.
Yeah, Ben's definitely hard to go against. I was hoping you took him out, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Shoot,
but,
I was hoping I did too.
Usually was praying on my downfall.
I was like, I hope I pray that I could take him out. Next thing you know, shoot, 3-0. Fuck.
Hey, you had an interesting pick though. You took that Lilia. I thought that was pretty impressive. You know, I don't even think Ben expected the Lilia to come out.
I didn't, honestly. I knew right when I saw the pick, I was like, okay, I'm chilling for the first 4 levels. I'm gonna go over here, you know, because she's got it. That first 3 levels, Lily is mean in the mid lane.
Yeah. Once he started going off the mid lane, I was like, oh God, I don't 1v1. What the hell is he doing? I'm a fuck up. Shoot.
But maybe we could talk about this next match coming up, yeah? So Private into Luna. Now, Xena's got a little knowledge on Luna, and I got a little knowledge on Private, but who may we give it to?
I don't know. Luna's been doing really well lately, so I'm not gonna say who she might choose. I don't know. Are they choosing people right now? Shoot.
Well, Weezy didn't have any problem running my picks when everybody was picking. That was like common knowledge. So
I didn't know the stream still. No, I'm kidding. We were live? Oh, man.
Oh, man. So if I think how this is going to go is Private is going to go up 2 and Luna's going to run it back with him with a late game mage damage. That's how I suspect this match will go. But does Luna play a lot of mages?
No.
Oh, really?
She plays some, but she's a better fighter.
Oh, really?
I would say.
Because Private's a fighter too. He's an XP main, so
I
that's
don't know,
gonna be
we'll
really
see.
interesting. Huh.
I think those are one of the best fights, 2 fighters, because it's like up close and personal, you know? I kind of playing it from afar. I feel like that's a real fight in the Land of the Dawn is in the XP. And I feel like it's like the strongest role in terms of like mechanics.
That or jungle for sure, like an assassin, you know.
Well, yeah,
but the fighters definitely used to being that XP lane alone and that true 1v1. Whereas now the kind of rank meta, you know, you play the 1-3-1 and the mid rotates around and gold lane's just farming. The fighters fighting, you know.
Definitely, indeed, and like I said, I'm excited to see how it goes. I know Private's been practicing. You know, I'm sure everybody. I'm sure Xena was over there. Were you practicing this month?
Oh God, I only did 3 matches. I have been so busy this whole month. I was like, God, I'm gonna lose for sure. I had no practice, really. I was like, this is bullshit.
What about you, Ben? You been practicing? You maybe tell the
I
world a
just
little bit
woke
of those
up today
picks?
and I was like, you know, hey, I guess we're 1v1. No, I'm just kidding. I've been
No.
sweating this entire week. I've been putting in the chat like, anybody 1v1 me, let's go. I need practice. I mean, I had Crossy in there. I mean, I didn't get a 1v1 Pika and I really wanted to, but yeah, I've been practicing hard. I'm not gonna lie, I've been sweating.
Yeah, just give me a second. I'm pulling up.
Shoot,
Ben's
next
live
time I'll
stream
be more
right now, so
prepared.
I can see some
Okay, hey,
information.
Xena, anytime. Hey, I
All
love
right,
it.
I'll get you next time. I already
got
knew you play lots of fighters. I was like watching your streams. I already knew Lapu's your like fave. So,
Lapu's
but
pretty much the only hero I play, so you know, it's pretty easy.
His Lapu's good. His Lapu's good. He beat me on his Lapu before, a long time ago, so I learned that the
Come on,
hard way.
it wasn't
just
that
like
long
you
ago,
did.
Weezy. It wasn't that long ago. Don't make-
It was a while. It was a little bit ago.
But I got to give mad respect to you, because you stayed in the lane and fought the entire time. And that's what's really exciting and fun. And I think why the format of this event is that way. It's because it can be so explosive and so fun when people are just in the mid lane duking it out, right? It's so much fun. So mad respect for standing there and fighting.
I
And
had
not being
fun.
like farming for 15 minutes, you know?
Yeah. Get all focused and serious, I guess. I mean, I had fun. I don't 1v1 often because, you know, it gives me nerves. I was super nervous. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna die. But once I lost, I was like, phew, I feel better now.
I might have to take off my glasses for my game. Godly, I know I'm gonna be intense.
Now tell us about the character you got going on, Weezy. Now your I gotta give you your video is my favorite. I know some people had some edits and yeah. Your video is my favorite by far, man. The intensity on that potato is so fun.
I know, that was so funny.
This is I'm going for the new Brody hero skin. You know, you've seen all these hero skins on Esmeralda and all that. So I mean, why not Brody? Got the cape on, okay? We got the shades. You know, maybe Moonton can kind of look in here and make that bring the heat skin.
Yeah.
And all of us can have these skins. The Selena, Xena
Oh.
over there.
My demon queen is what I do for stream anyways. Oh well, my horns usually, but I wear whatever. But my horns are always on my headphones.
Yeah, I'm just me. I don't have a character. I'm just me. Yeah. So that's my costume.
Wait a minute, you do
Wait,
got that Attack
I
on
know.
Titan behind you.
Yeah, I was about to say behind you. You're like,
Okay.
Can we get
That-
a
that's your-
Fanny Ben skin? We call
Can we
it
pay
Benny.
reverence?
there you
We call
go.
it Benny.
Yeah. There we go.
Dude, that'd be the most broken hero. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
god, I can't. I hate Fanny. I hate dealing with her. Shoot.
But both of you guys play on mobile, right? And I'm on PC. Trust me,
Yeah.
PC Fanny is another beast. You just don't play it. It's not possible.
Oh, that is true. You do play on, so that kind of limits like yeah, because you play on PC, so you click like where you go and everything, right?
Yeah, mouse and keyboard. So I
Oh,
walk
dang.
around with the keys, and then I like click to auto attack and aim skills.
Have you ever tried playing on the phone?
Yeah, I'm planning to switch over. At chats every day is like, why don't you play on the phone, bro? And I'm like, because I suck, man. Because I suck. And you know, soon
I don't think so.
I do.
I mean,
do.
I think it's harder. Is it not harder to play on a computer? I feel like it'd be harder for me.
It is, but I just don't have the practice. So I'm gonna put in the time, put in the practice. I'll be on mobile in the next like 6 to 8 years. I promise.
Oh man, 6 to 8 years.
6
You know how
to
many
8
heroes we'll
years.
have by then?
Whoa.
Yeesh. You know how many heroes we'll have in Mobile Legends by then? 6 to 8
I'll
years.
still only have 3, bro. Three.
Wait, who's the third? We've got Lapu. We
Weezy,
got
you have enough information on me already. You know, put together the case. You know, got the whole team to investigate.
Oh man.
Shoot, I need to build my hero pool too. Sheesh.
Yeah, it's all about that the mastery, that big hero pool. But I mean, when 1v1s, that's the kind of cool thing. You can run with your favorite, go for your comfort. And some of Ben's comforts are pretty strong. I'm not gonna lie. That honestly, I never even really played Lapu. That's one of the fighters I never really played, and he was like one of the first people I've seen in the NA scene to kind of dominate with him. You were like what a Lapu? You're still a Lapu main. How long have you been playing him?
So long, man. After 1,000 games and so many different changes to him, I'm just addicted to it. It's like when you're playing your main, you're playing your favorite, the game's a lot easier because you don't have to focus on mechanics. You know, you can really focus on macro while you're doing everything.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to I'm trying to get away from that and get more diverse, but there's nothing like going back to Lapu, man. It's just so much fun.
Yeah, I think he has some of the coolest skills, able to switch those weapons around and everything. I would say if I had a favorite hero, well, hold on now. I'm gonna tell him.
Don't you're like never mind. I'm not gonna say right now. You're trying to give yourself away.
Wait a minute. One of my
Almost
favorite is
snitched
Brody.
himself
Okay,
out right there.
Brody is
Brody?
my favorite. Yeah, one of my favorites.
I picked up Martis out of your book actually and started playing Martis recently. That's probably my most recent like addition that I can actually play. Man, he's so strong right now though. He's always banned.
Yeah, Martis, I was a fan of him even before, recent patches. He's just been kind of dominating. But now it's like everybody in the Land of the Dawn is picking that man.
Yeah.
Either him or Leomord in the jungle.
They've been banning him.
You think we'll see a Leomord in this tournament? I mean, I think that's OP.
I think you should do it, Ben.
I just name out your pick right there.
All right. So, are we gonna go to the player intros or what?
So yeah, we are gonna switch over now, guys, as this competition is heating up in the land of the Dawn. We are gonna go ahead and show some of the competition on the way.
You know, there have been a lot of talks and questions about who's going to be winning this thing, about who's going to be coming out on top. And for that answer, I come to you not as Private Dancer the King Tato, but as Private Dancer the Potato Pastor, singing you from the Gospel of the Good Book of Mobile Legends. And the Good Book says that there will be judgment, that there will be a reckoning. And the Good Book says that Private Dancer will not be beaten by the likes of Xena Lily, a person who calls her followers sinners. Or people like Trix and G Diego, or Steph Wheezy. Steph Wheezy, a name like an upper respiratory infection, an infection of the soul, an infection of the spirit, an infection that I will snuff out with the glorious good light of the Good Book of Mobile Legends. I will be indeed bringing the heat of fire and brimstone. The heat that will sanitize us and cleanse us of the demons. Amen.
Hey guys, just so you know, it's your girl Sylvan Luna. So, I have some news for you guys today. Some tea. So some random group called like a North American Squad League called me out. I don't even know who these people are. They called me out. Apparently, they want to 1v1 me in some battle called Bring the Heat. Okay, I'll bring the heat. Anyways, I am the heat. Anyways, there's this potato. His name's Private. You think I'm gonna be scared of a potato? Like, look at me. I eat potatoes for breakfast. Like, let me just like pour some salt on that, you know? I eat potatoes like you for breakfast. I will mash you up, bake you. I'm a chef. They call me Chef Luna for a reason. Anywho, who else? There's a dinosaur? T-Rex? T-Rex senpai? First of all, I don't know about the senpai, but can you even ooh? Hold on. How do your arms go like this? Can you
That's kind of small.
Oh, that sounds like a little struggle there, you know? And then there is my loving cousin. Girl, I love you, but you know, there's only spotlight for one of us. Xena, I'ma have to exile your booty cheeks back to the abyss. Bye, girl. Bye-bye. And then, Wheezy, I got you, bro. I got you.
Oh, no.
I have to whip your butt cheeks. But I got you at the end. I got this for you. I can't breathe. And then G Diego, I don't know what your message was trying to get across there. But bro, I'm gonna pray for you. Let's have a moment of silence, please. Love you. I'm gonna beat your butts.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for Bring the Heat, and we have a banger on the way as we are watching Private Dancer, the king of the potatoes, go against Luna. So definitely place your guys' votes on who you think will bring the heat and win this match. I'm super excited to see what to kind of pick today. I was trying to give a little bit of a guess over there for Private Dancer, but I'm not too sure. I'm hearing he's a little bit of an XP main. But, you know, for Luna, if I had to ask, who do you think Luna will pick, Xena?
She plays Jawhead.
Ooh.
She's really good with fighters, I would say. So, but then she also does a little bit of mage and stuff, but I think her strongest role would be the fighter role. She jungles Jawhead. So, we'll see how that goes. We'll see who she chooses.
I think Jawhead would be a great pick. I was even thinking about, earlier this month picking up Jawhead for this tournament because it's such a strong
There she
role.
goes. I was
There it
right.
is. Bane versus Jawhead. Weezy, what did you think about this matchup?
Two heroes I definitely didn't expect. I'll start with that. But we are seeing Luna over there with that Jawhead jungle, like you said, high and dry, so she'll have a little bit of that advantage in that fight. But Private Dancer over there on this Bane, right? He has more poke than she does, and he also has Purify. Is that pure? He has Purify on him. I guess.
Yes, Purify. You don't want to get caught up by her little stuns.
The lethal injector, maybe. I guess a smart move from him. I was wondering what the Purify was about, but it may work in his favor. But we do have to see Luna kind of farm a little bit more though, because she is gonna have that advantage with that Retribution. But toward the late game, even with the Purify, I'm not really sure that's a huge advantage over on Luna. But that'll definitely stop her from throwing him into any of the towers.
Yeah, so I'm not sure where that's going to use. Maybe he can't get thrown in by Jawhead,
He
but
might.
there's going to be a lot more poke. The all-in from Jawhead's going to be super powerful, especially at 4. I'm sure that can actually 100-0 Bane, and Purify's not going to help him in that situation. So I'm really excited to see the difference between poke and all-in this matchup.
Yeah, it's an interesting matchup indeed. I don't really see either of these heroes played a lot. I mean, I've been seeing Bane a little bit. In the mid lane, actually, when a lot of players pull in that Gushin, so I'm kind of excited, especially on Private Dancer, to pull this out, kind of showing his hero pool. But Luna, that's a surprise too. I would have said maybe Bane, but Jawhead, this is definitely a first, and I want to see. You said she's a Jawhead main, right?
Yeah, I would say lately she has been. She's been playing him a lot more often, but she does play a whole bunch of different things. Flora, but she does she tries to support with Florin, but I think her strongest bet would be, just her being Jawhead and fighter roles. I've seen her shine.
Ooh, the first all-in attempt was negated. Didn't get the knock-up to follow, but Purify was burned. So that's the spell down for Bane. And some interesting to see, all-in didn't work, but the spells were burned. So I just don't know. I think maybe in the later game, Bane definitely has the advantage here, but I still think Jawhead carries into the early and mid game with all that burst. I think he can 100-0.
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing. He has that Purify, right? And he's gonna use it pretty much almost every single time when it's a tricky situation. But that's a long cooldown to kind of rely on, and that cooldown for that lethal injector is a lot faster than that cooldown is for that Purify. So, kind of give it to Luna if Private decides to kind of play aggressive. But yeah, the poke damage in the region on Bane may be a little bit harder to deal with. It's gonna give Luna a hard time closing in.
Yeah, it definitely needs to avoid the poke, right, and all in. And if I'm seeing this right, I think that's Jungle Emblem on Bane, right? So that's going to be a lot less damage in the fight. If that is Jungle Emblem, that's going to be a lot less damage in the fight than he could have taken maybe on the Fighter Emblem or maybe even Assassin Emblem. But I think Private has powered up and he is Super Saiyan level 2 now, so he's now pushing the lane in on Jawhead.
Wait a minute, Luna on the chase is gonna go ahead and kill these minions. Private's getting a little bit of that gold, but we are looking at their items. Yeah, you do see that you see Jawhead kind of building some damage items now. A little bit of magic defense in his favor, and he also built those warrior boots. So Luna going more for pure damage outside of those boots. So I'm interested to see how this kind of clash goes out. But now Luna kind of trying to even out the score, trying to strip a little bit of gold. But looks like Private has other plans. Gonna go ahead and force her out of that tower.
She looks like she's having so much fun. She's all smiles, and Private is over there locked in. He is killer mode, and she's steady smiling. She's laughing right now as we're talking. She's just cracking up.
Yeah, definitely Private got to be careful on how much heat he exerts. He doesn't want to turn into a french fry on this match, so you have to be a little careful.
Gonna mash up those potatoes with some salt. Add some salt to it.
Luna trying to make some mashed potatoes out there. You got any NASL potatoes?
Saw the ulti was used from
She
Bane.
may have to get more aggressive. She don't want her tower taken.
Yeah, exactly. That's Bane pushing her off the tower, getting a little bit more poke on that tower again and again and again. But John's over in the jungle getting a blue. And blues and reds actually increase the damage output a lot by the jungle, but we might see an engage here.
Possible engage indeed, but Luna able to kind of clear off those minions. A little bit of battle over custody for these towers from both sides, but you are seeing Private Dancer start to farm now. Now, he doesn't have the Retribution, but what he does have is the Jungle Emblem to give him a little bit of a slighter advantage in terms of clearing. Not really sure if that's something I would have thrown out there, but if I see it work, maybe something to add to the books.
They're pretty neck and neck in the gold.
Yeah, we haven't seen that like divisive fight come in, the all-in that I was expecting with Jawhead, and I have to give that credit to Purify. Just the Purify being there may negate Jawhead's ability to like go in and the confidence Luna has of crashing in there and getting the knock-up and getting the all-in, right? It may be a little bit of a problem for her. Oh, we see the all-in go into the game. It is caught with Purify's pop, and she does get away just like that.
But, oh my goodness, the poke damage from Private is just giving Luna a very hard time right now.
A little bit of damage coming out from Jawhead, but I expected way more, to be honest. Early game, Jawhead has a ton of damage, and I'm just not seeing it here. So as this match goes on and on and on longer, I've got to give it to Bane, because Bane is poking incredibly well, and Luna still hasn't figured out a way to get around it and get to that all-in. Bane can just sit back and heal and poke all day long.
You know, Jawhead does have that blade ahead to seize. Probably. Oh my goodness! Look at that damage! Just one more shot, and Private might take a kill right now.
Have to try to be more aggressive. I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, get him! I'm kidding. Oh, the Private comes back. He's all like, "Oh, you thought."
That was a close one. I honestly thought that the turret kind of worked in Private's favor. I'm not sure if he kind of like slid some diamonds underneath it or something, but I was surprised he didn't take any turret damage right there over there on Luna. But that will be the first kill into Private's hands, giving him that advantage. And also, he took that first tower, giving him a little bit more of a real estate on that map to give Luna that pressure.
Yeah, now with access to the jungle and a little bit of a momentum swing, Private is loving it. You see his camera down there, bounce ahead, swing, and I see you, Private. Go ahead. There's such a momentum shift for Private now as he's able to walk into the jungle camp, he's able to poke out, and you get to a certain point where the all-in just doesn't work anymore because you're too far behind. So we'll see what Luna can do to find her way back into this game now that Bane does have the advantage.
Yeah, he has a bit more lead, gold lead right now. Healing her jungle.
Private definitely on the aggressive stance right now. He's going to go ahead and try to take another tower and use the ultimate onto Luna to take some serious damage and some poke, but Luna with a little bit of response back. They're kind of even in HP, but Private able to have a little bit more range is definitely making the most of it. A little bit of God's work right there, and also using the regen to stay in. Look at he's back to full HP, but Luna kind of not having that same situation. May have to possibly recall. Oh wait, okay, kind of clearing and getting some shield on her. May be able to stay in this fight, but not sure if this is the fight you want to take, as Private definitely having the advantage right now.
Right now, she can't go in. If she does, he has ult and skill 2 to be able to blow her up. He's just going to take another turret here, and Luna has to back off to see. She has to go back and heal and give that turret up and not stick around here, because if she do, she might be punished.
Speaking of punish, though, down goes another tower into the hands of Private. Now, Luna's going to go ahead and recall, which is going to give Private an advantage to kind of strip some of this tower off while she is kind of spawning back in.
Yeah, this one's an interesting matchup. I would have given this to Jawhead early, but now as we get into this later stage, Bane is just relentless with his poke. He is just having a time of his life dancing in the lane.
She may have been a bit too defensive in the beginning. She should have been a little bit more aggressive, I think.
Oh, that damage coming out from Jawhead. That's the all-in that we were expecting right there. You can see Bane walking away with barely a bar of health. That is the exact all-in she wants. Now she's trying to chase him down, but she has to be careful not to overextend here with that poke.
Yeah, definitely a lot on the line right now. Private kind of closing his way, to that tower. And Luna trying to defend with all her might, but the question is it enough to kind of hold off the King of Potatoes? He's kind of winding up right now in this match. Now, like we said, it's 8 minutes in, going to the 9-minute mark. If they go to 15 minutes, it's sudden death. But if I'm looking at this match right now, I'm not even sure if it'll go that long, as I was kind of claiming these towers left and right at a very fast pace.
Yeah, just like you said, I don't think Private's going to let it get that long. He is cleaning up these turrets like crazy. There's not a mark of HP damage on his first turret, right? It's not a lot of gold, but it's so much property and minions pushing. Oh, taking solo Private. He may be able to finish right here. She's chasing it down.
Oh, she's able to get
She got the shield, and she packs away. One more, she doesn't get it. Wow, what a getaway from Jawhead right there.
A getaway indeed, but that's going to give Private a little bit of an advantage, and he's going to go ahead and try and strip off this tower. Can he get it, though, as Luna rushing in, but a little bit of pushback. Ultimate actually diving through it, but there are still minions in favor for Private. He's going to continue this fight and try and take this inhibitor.
This is a big moment in the match right now. She's trying to win this inhibitor trip because it gets so bad if you lose this mid inhibitor. She hangs onto it by a thread, but she's low HP, and Bane, full HP. How's this going to go, Wizzy?
Oh, I mean, the way I'm looking at it now, Private has enough regen to stay in this fight. Even if things get a little tricky, he can kind of peel off, but he doesn't need to recall. right? Luna is in the base, so if she takes some serious damage, she can just run right back and heal up. But when you do run back, you give Private that advantage to kind of clear that inhibitor. And speaking of inhibitor, it does get cleared out, but look at the damage. Luna has the damage. If she can close the distance, probably go back, get full HP, and then go for that engagement, she may be able to get Private, but she can't make that decision to keep peeling back and forth, as he's just going to continue hitting you with that poke damage and eventually close out the game.
Yeah, I think the Purify here was so 5-head from Private, and he's powering up now for the end game. The last push, he's powering up. He's gone red Super Saiyan mode. Let's go, Potato.
He's going official French fry right now. He's
official
trying to take this Nexus. Oh, but wait a minute.
Oh,
Luna rushing in the lead.
oh God, is he gonna get a kill in? Oh, get him! Oh, get him! Oh yeah, she got a kill!
There you go.
Damn!
One plate of mashed potatoes for the
She should
NASL
crush
right now.
at this point, because at this point she should try to get a tower in and push it back his way.
Realized, oh, I can blow him up. Oh, I got damage. He didn't got it like that. And this may change the entire momentum of the game right here. That confidence down that Jawhead, she knows at least for the next like 2 or 3 minutes before another item comes in, she can kill him if she goes all in. But the Purify, that's always going to be an error here. So we'll see how she plays on that Purify cooldown and get in there again.
Yeah, she definitely was able to kind of turn things around, but she needs to go ahead and try and get this tower. But Private already back in the fight is not going to let that happen. Now the question is, where do you go from here, right? We've seen that she has the damage to kind of pull it off in this fight. Is she going to go for it, though? Is she going to try and take him out on an aggressive play? Because that could be costly. If she does go down, you know, she has no towers to kind of defend that Nexus, and that'll allow Private to kind of rush in and end that game. So she has to be very careful on the next choices that she makes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we were thinking that if it went to sudden death, the Private would win. But now what I'm seeing, if you're locked in the cage with me in this jaw, oh, another engage. The Purify is popped again, so we'll see how she can use that now that Purify's down. She has a little bit of a window to act.
A little bit of a window indeed. But speaking of window, we are 12 minutes in. Sudden death is at 15 minutes, 1-1. And like we said, if Luna can make it to that 15-minute mark, just delay Private and force him to fight you in that mid lane river. That might be the game plan.
Bit of an engage here under the turret.
Well, a lot of utility used there from both sides, but Private on the other end taking a lot of damage, trying to give some poke back, but not able to connect.
Wow, man. Luna is flirting on the edge, and Private knows it. Private knows she can all in at any point. If she lands all skills, and it's a little bit of an extended fight, Jawhead wins. But Bane, he's got to get a little bit close to lay that poke, so it's a really cool dynamic right on the edge of Bane's poke distance. They're playing that line back and forth so hard as Private clears out the bottom.
This is a interesting match. You know, you would have thought that it wouldn't have went Luna's way, especially in the early phase, but now Luna pushing these towers, stacking up this gold. 13 minutes in, 2 minutes until Private has to fight that fight in the mid lane. Private forced to go to the top side to kind of clear these minions off from taking that inhibitor. Is going to give her another advantage in 2 towers into the hands of Luna, now evening up the map and pressure.
Right, and so how the minions break down on the side lanes is basically 50-50 draw. Whoever gets the push first loses their turrets first as the waves push in and then push all the way back out. It's just a random draw of who gets that in the early game. So this time it didn't go in Private's way. He has to clear side lanes. That's more gold for him, but it's also less map pressure, and Luna picked up a lot in the mid lane during those games.
Speaking of a lot, you can see that blue buff stolen over there by Luna, kind of picking up the pace, bringing that heat. And now I gotta say, like,
back now.
If we play some vets, like, who would you give this game to for the sudden death?
I'm gonna go with Jawhead. As she dives all in right now, he does have Purify. Purify is burnt.
He's growing
and
some
he
confidence.
Gets away. This is a lot of a different switch for Luna. Now every momentum is going. She's going diving every time, and it's Bane who's playing back and further back.
We're almost at that 15-minute mark.
It's gonna put Private Dancer in a hard situation, and Luna kind of with the power spike, a turnaround. As things were looking a little shaky in the beginning.
Ooh.
Speaking of shaky, lethal injector trying to go in for the kill. Private rushing back for some damage as well. They're gonna go for an eye for an eye, blow for a blow. 1-1 right now. They are tied up, and we are 14 minutes in. But wait a minute, that sudden death fight we are talking about. What?
Damn, that was so close.
With that damage, now 2-1, which will give them the advantage to push down this mid lane, kind of clear these minions, and possibly take the Nexus.
that's most likely gonna be game. The death timers are so long, and the mid lanes are already down right now. He doesn't have to go through the turret. The next wave he's gonna have super minions. He's gonna have plenty of time to finish this game. An excellent fight right there for the full mechanics of both heroes, and you saw just a little bit of sustain in that long drawn-out fight, and Private Bane took it.
That's right, Private Bane for the win. Ladies and gentlemen, we did see some mashed potatoes, but at the end, we saw French fries as well. And Private Dancer is going to go ahead and take that win over Luna. Man, what a match.
That was a good match. She came back and but then at the end, she lost it for the last fight.
Private with the victory dance there to end it off. What a good, cool match, and what a fun ending. I love to see his heroes clash together at different points in the game, different power spikes, and really just the mechanics shine true there on both heroes. What a good match.
Yeah, definitely say it was a battle of mechanics. We were kind of wondering with the Bane over there with that Purify if it was going to work out. Even stacked up with that jungle emblem, and Private kind of letting us know that might be the new meta. So maybe adding that to the toolbox in the distant future. But Luna, with a little bit of a surprise, was able to come back, had a really good match in the late game, and honestly, it was neck and neck at the end. Luna could have won that fight just as easily as Private could have, and we could have seen a totally different situation. But speaking of situations, we are going to be seeing some more intense matches along the way today, and I'm excited to see what they bring. I know me and Ben are going to be playing against each other. That's going to be exciting. You getting a little nervous, Ben? How you feeling?
Oh, no, not at all. Honestly, after Luna, she got my heart racing so fast. Hopefully I won't get that nervous in the second match, but I can't let Wheezy win. It's just like fundamentally against my character. Like, if Xena wins, okay, I go too far, okay, fine. But Wheezy, no.
You won't let him have his revenge?
No,
Well,
not at all. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
I got to ask you, Xena, if you had to vote between me and Ben, who do you think would win? You got to let us know.
Why are you asking me?
You gotta pick.
I gotta choose?
You gotta pick.
Yeah, you gotta pick.
Oh, God. Okay. I would say Ben would win. But I could be wrong, so.
You will be wrong.
I will be wrong.
Well, actually, next up we have T-Rex, and it'll be versus AV. Now, AV had a really strong showing with Julian earlier into the Belleric, right, which is not much of a thorn in your side. T-Rex is going to bring something that packs a lot more punch. But do you guys think that AV will run Julian back again, or will he show us something else?
AV running Julian again. Now, if you pick him again, you're giving Trex a little bit of an advantage on kind of countering it, right? Because Trex has already seen one of the heroes he's played. He's kind of seen the play style around it as well. So I definitely would say not probably the best decision, but if it is a comfort pick, sometimes, comfort picks are what decides the games. Yeah. So it's kind of a hard choice. The question is, who is Trex going to pick? I mean, we've seen Trex in the past. He's been I want to say he's a Supreme Khalid. So
he's a really
he definitely knows how to take that fight up close and personal.
He seems like he's ready.
and also at the same time, AV was taking it up close and personal with that Julian. So I think we're gonna have a very intensive fight on our hands.
If I had to guess what we'll see here, I think we'll see Julian, and I think T will go Ruby. And it'll be a really cool mechanical fight between the dashes and the mobility of Julian and the dashes and mobility of Ruby, right? Ruby doesn't have that burst, but she has that sustain and the ability to shut down what Julian's trying to do. So I would love to see that matchup. But if T ran the Khalid, I'd be a fan of that too. T's got a really strong Khalid. I think this will be a really good match either way, and it'll be a bloody one in the mid lane.
Definitely going to be intense. And I would have to say, I can't even guess on who I think would win. I mean, I've seen AV play now. Very impressive player. I've seen Trex play in the past as well. Trex also being able to cast in a lot of players, probably has a lot of insight on some current meta. So maybe some secret moves on the way for him to show us today. Yeah, I'm guessing both of them are going to run fighter, though. That's one thing I can say for certain, is I'm expecting them to both run fighter.
I can see that. If I have to give it to one or the other, I'm going to vote for my boy T. Me and T have history, and his Khalid is... He 2-1'd me on Lapu. So we've ran 1v1s 3 times, and he's won twice, I've won once. Khalid versus Lapu. So his Khalid is fire. I mean, it is good. I have 1,000 games on Lapu, and he dunked on me. So I got to give it to T. He's so strong coming in this, and he's XP lane man. He has the 1v1 experience. I'm going to throw it at T. Do you guys have any arguments against that?
Well, since you voted for T, I'm going to vote for AV. We got to keep it interesting. And And I gotta have at least a vote on the other side. And I think AV's already won a game, so we've seen him, kind of rise to that higher occasion. And the question is, can Trex take him down from this momentum pool that he's been building up?
Yeah,
Well,
Trex is gonna be a little rusty. You know, he hasn't been playing as much. He's a big boy NACT caster now. You know, so we'll see if he's too rusty or if he's still got the smoke.
What do you think, Xena? If you had to guess between both of them, who do you think?
I
put you on the
don't
spot
know.
again one more time.
Well, I'm not gonna choose right now because I haven't seen much of them.
Come on.
I haven't seen them play too much because I've always just been busy doing a lot of things this year actually. But I do plan to watch them more. I don't know who is gonna win. I really can't say. So we'll leave it up to the chat. We'll see. The chat's saying that Trex is got their vote. So
That's right, guys. Place your votes. Be the tiebreaker. And then we got one for Trex. We've got one for AV. So we need that third opinion to kind of figure out which way this is gonna go. But I know it's gonna be a good match. Like I said, we've seen both of them play. And now Supreme title holder on the way, or actually higher Supreme title holder for Khalid, Trex. And then AV definitely having that high mechanic on Julian definitely shows that he has a little bit of a hero pull on his side. But I'm wondering what he's going to run, right? If he runs the Julian again, if we even see Julian and Khalid, who would you say that would go to?
Ooh, early Khalid is going to dominate. I would say Khalid wins that all the way through unless he catches him deep in the lane, right? Because Khalid has a lot of damage, a lot of mobility, and then he can just step back, skill 2, and heal up and never go home, right? Julian's going to have a lot of trouble. He maybe can match the damage, but never the healing, right? So it's going to be a tough one for Julian. Maybe if he can get the outplays, though. Maybe he's just that good. He's got the pizzazz, the finesse. Maybe he could do it.
Now, this is going to be interesting. You know, I don't know. I'm looking at the chat right now, but looking at the votes, and basically 74% to Trex right now over AV. And now that a lot of shout them dinosaurs out in that chat, then I guess that's what we'll be seeing today. I know that's definitely
chat might be a little tilted one-sided on that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's gonna be a good match though. And I want to say, AV, he already has a win. When you have that momentum on your side, that drive, it can kind of go a little bit longer and a little bit harder in his favor. So speaking of favor, like we said, we are gonna be seeing all of these players kind of compete, all these influencers compete for that prize. The prize being $1,200 for the choice of their charity, and also 50,000 diamonds on the line for the winner as well.
But I think I'm gonna step to the side with Xena, and we're gonna let G, the ACO, get in here with Wheezy and take us into the T-Rex and AV game. G, what you got, baby?
Kinda alive, you know. Now my mic's working. It's good to see you, Ben. It's good to see you, Xena, and you know, Wheezy's still on here with me. It's gonna be absolutely crazy, and I was glad to see all of this. I was in the background doing a bunch of stuff. We're here. I don't have my my gear on, but you know, it is what it is. Wheezy though, man, we got our next game, T-Rex Mbe. Or no, yeah, T-Rex and Bay, right?
T-Rex and AV.
Did AV lose? I forgot.
No, AV won.
Yeah,
oh, wait.
Yeah, so it would be.
Oh, it's Mbe.
Yeah, it would be.
Mbe,
he
right?
places. He goes against the loser. So it should be.
No. He goes against AV. He's going against AV.
Okay,
yeah,
I don't
he's going
know.
against AV.
I didn't know
He
if T-Rex was like fighting the losers or the winners here.
No, he's fighting AV. He's fighting AV. I know that they are both kind of winding up, getting ready. And I know I really want to see, like, if I had to ask you, G, you've played with Trex in a couple of matches. What do you think we're going to see today?
I mean, if we don't see a Khalid, I'm probably going to flip a table. But, I mean, he's also been going for this wrestler vibe, right? You know, so maybe he'll pull something out of the water that we don't even know, you know? What's your take?
I'll tell you what I want to see. I want to see this Khalid that everybody's talking about.
Yeah?
I want to see if he still got it. You know what I mean? If you're a Supreme title holder, you should be able to make anything happen, right?
No,
But,
exactly.
There's a lot of counters to Khalid, and I kind of not as strong as he probably used to be when he was Supreme. So I don't think that would probably be the wisest decision. But interesting that would be something I'd like to see. But I don't know. There's a lot of picks on the table. I know Ben said he thought he was going to pick up a possible Ruby, maybe. I am expecting it to still be something in the fighter kind of aspect. But, you know, enough about Trex. What do you think AV is going to pull out against him?
You know, I mean, we've seen AV. I don't know. I mean, we might see another Julian. We've seen a Fredrin on the field. I mean, he seems to be wanting to focus around something that's a little bit more aggressive, can control the field a little bit better. So I'm thinking maybe somewhere around there. But I mean, without further ado, we got someone else coming on the desk. I don't know if hopefully she's ready. Luna is in the house and she's going to be joining us on the caster desk here. Her face is looking a little like, how you feeling, Luna? She's like, uh-oh, I don't even know, where's my mic at? She's like, I didn't even know I was coming on here.
Luna getting to watch. We've seen Xena get to watch you, so now you know, you're getting a little bit of that action. How did you feel about your game?
Don't get me started.
I think I did pretty well for still learning.
Okay. You impressed me. I'm not gonna lie. That late game, was insane. I honestly thought you could have closed that out. Like y'all were like down to the wire on 1 HP. So I wouldn't say like you really lost. It wasn't a total loss. Like it's really like it could have been either way.
I was thinking the same thing. You know, I was kind of in the background here doing all of the stuff in the back, and I was like, you know, Luna might pull this off. Like the potato was going Super Saiyan and she just yeets him, you know, like, and then takes him out. I'm like, okay, we might have a battle on our hands here. So I was blown away by that. It was sad to see, you know, get taken out, but hey, we're going on to the next games here. We got T-Rex versus AV. Well, what do you think is going to happen here, Luna?
I don't know. I'm not too familiar with how each play, so we'll see.
Do you think T-Rex rusty? You think he's been out of Mobile Legends for so long? He's embedded his whole life into casting now. You think he could just he thinks he can, you know, shave his beard and you know, throw a chair around, and he thinks he's a good Mobile Legends player? Well, what do you think about that?
Should stay in the casting seat.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, I know it's going to be a good match between both of them. I mean, AV a good player, Trex a good player. I want to really see what they draft. But so far, these matches have been interesting. Even you, when you picked up that Jawhead, I heard you were a Jawhead main. What kind of made you want to play him?
Wait, what?
The Jawhead that you pulled out.
What?
Why do you play Jawhead so often?
Because he's fun and I can throw people.
Ooh. She's a casual yeeter, eh?
I like to throw my teammates to their death.
Oh, I mean, you did pretty good. You did pretty good. So, I mean, again, I thought you were possibly going to take it. But, you know, without further ado, let's kind of go into the videos of T-Rex versus AV here.
Listen here, chumps, and listen good. Ain't nobody gonna be able to beat Trex in this 1v1 tournament. I heard about it. They didn't want to invite me. They didn't want to let me in, but I forced my way in, and they're calling it Bring the Heat because Trex brings the heat. I mean, who do we even got as challengers? Private Dancer? We're gonna turn in mashed potatoes. G the Akayo, the guy can't even speak English right. Ben, well, he done had it before and he's gonna get it again. Wheezy, Xena, Luna, ain't none of them gonna stand a chance against T-Rex. I'm the king of the dinosaurs and I'm the king of the 1v1, so prepare yourselves, cause I'm coming for every one of you.
I am the champion of the 1v1. And I am here to become the best of the upcoming 1 vs 1 tournament. And you're about to see it. Because I was Gold Chicken's parents. But no, you know why? Because I taught him how to play. And you are about to see it. I am Avi, the best of the best.
Sorry, say what?
Thought she was talking.
Hey, hey, hey! Now we're here. We have T-Rex versus AV and the 1v1 charity event. Chat, if you guys haven't known, this is the time to, you know, donate to a charity. I think pretty much anything that you donate to the channel during this time should be going to charity. And if there's any other ways you guys want to donate, definitely let us know. Of course, if you do donate, it's kind of going to go for a charity of whoever wins the 1v1, but you can know that your money's in good hands. It's going to a charity. But yeah, I mean, we got a crazy game that's going to be going on here. T-Rex, man, I don't know who to place my vote on. You know, T-Rex is like another brother to me as well. So you know, I'm gonna give it up to my boy T-Rex, even though I flamed him a little bit.
Yeah, I'm looking at both of them, right? I mean, both of them really good at playing the game, so I think this is going to be an intense fight. I'm hoping to see a little bit of a bloodbath in the mid lane from both of them, but I'm wondering what they're going to pick, right? You know, Trex is a Supreme title holder, a previous Supreme title holder for Khalid, so I know he has high mechanics against, like, it's not easy to pull off, right? When you get a Supreme title, that means you're like the best and the best for your region on that hero. So the question is, who does he slot in? Now, AV, he has a high hero pool. We've seen him actually take one game already today over on Xena. So, no, Mbe. So this is going to be interesting to see as we are going to jump, you know, into this game. Trex ready, kind of hyping it up already, man. And you are seeing a little bit of additional support. We might need to do a hand cam to make sure he's the one actually playing right now. I
was about to say, I'm pretty sure like he lost a couple layers of clothing when he got on here. You know, he's over here, you know, threatening AV to, you know, chop him up. He actually might be the next chair throne here, but he doesn't pick up a Khalid. He goes with the Thamus.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be an interesting match already. That Thamus definitely able to provide some damage, especially in the early phase. And Trex already kind of showing he can clear those minions and have that pressure for the mid lane.
Yeah, and I mean, the Harith pick, I want to, like, this is interesting. One thing that I did see is AV's going jungle once again, wants that aggression, but he's getting held and slowed, and it's just, man, can AV handle this?
Now, AV, that's an interesting pick, that Harith. Not something I would have expected. You know, Julian a little bit more commonly used, but to pick the Harith for the 1v1. I mean, I've seen it, but not stacked up against an actual fighter. So we are seeing a little bit more pressure into the hands of Trex, kind of invading over there in that jungle and possibly going for that first blood.
Ooh, he's playing very aggressive as a Thamus. This is what you need to do because the early game is where it's at. Not only is he playing aggressive, he has vengeance, which is strong against a Harith. So like this is going to be interesting. I mean, T-Rex took his shirt off. Now he's over here. he shaved his beard, and now he's ready, man. Apparently, this is all he needs to do to play Mobile Legends.
A little bit of that power spike over there for Trex right now. But the question is it enough? AV definitely has a little additional helping hand over there for his cam when things do get a little bit tricky. But speaking of tricky, Trex already having the advantage in terms of the tower, but he's going to go ahead and try and delay that red buff over there for AV.
Yeah, and you know, AV got this power woman right next to him, you know, and the hood up. So I want to see some mid games craziness pop out here from AV. You know, he's playing on the lines, he's feeling out, trying to see how he can handle the slow of the Thamus, but it's still going to be a tough game. Hopefully the hood up and the chick that he has next to his arms can win the game.
Yeah, this is interesting indeed. But right now, I got to give it to Trex. He has a lot more pressure, kind of going in where he wants, and not really having too much of a contest to do so. Looking at the tower, almost being stripped completely off of gold. So this is definitely a lot more in his hands right now.
Yeah, both teams got their boots, you know. I would say the one thing that's gonna play into AV's advantage is that into the mid game, having that magic, the mystery shop is gonna play huge. You know, like you're gonna be able to get some items a little bit faster. But you did the trade-off with the retribution now, so now you're gonna be losing a little bit of XP in the early game. But I mean, I think if AV can last, and maybe even take it to a sudden death, this could be an interesting game. Ooh, AV going in.
Looks like he's going to try and get the kill onto Trex. Very low in HP, but Ken Harris closes the distance over there on AV. Trex able to get a little bit of separation in his favor, and that is not a kill into the hands of AV. Still even on the board right now, 0-0. Like we know, you have to take 3 kills to take this game, or it's going to be a sudden death in that mid lane after the 15-minute mark.
Yeah, the T-Rex has his stance going right now. You can see he's almost shoving his phone into the camera. He's sweating. I see the beads coming out when he was getting low HP. You know, his fake mustache was starting to fall off.
Is that a fake mustache?
No. He's being aggressive at such low HP. Oh, doesn't make it out.
AV on fire right now, but we do need to see. We do see the hands in the air. We see a little bit of cheering, that boost of momentum on his side, definitely helping kind of lead in his favor as he does take that first blood. And now AV gonna go ahead and take some of the jungle as well. And now Trex, how are you gonna respond to this? Right? He took a kill. He took one of your buffs. He's up 1 kill, and like you said, he only has 2 more to go.
Hey, and I mean, he kind of just took his super vape, I think is what they call it in the wrestling scene. So maybe he's powering up like the potato was. We might see a super T-Rex coming out, but AV's just eating away at this gold. You know, we're looking at the XP's almost the same, and again, this is the trade-off. But I think AV's going to be taking it in when it comes to the XP here, or not the XP, the gold.
Now, I know one thing for certain, right? And that's going to be Trex throwing his chair. But the question is, how does he throw it? Is he going to throw it because he wins, or is he going to throw it because he loses? And which one is going to be more explosive?
It's already 0-2. I think he might rip off that wife beater that he has on here in a second. He's raging.
That might be a little bit too much power. I don't know if it's there yet. You know, if he does that, he might be able to close the game out onto AV. But speaking of AV, he is going to go ahead and take a tower into his hands. Trex kind of getting back in, trying to rush his way up to that inner turret. But can he defend against AV right now? Already 2-0 and leading in terms of gold, leading in terms of items right now. Just kind of dominating on the board.
I think, you know, he's hitting the power TPs, but I think with T-Rex's build that he's currently going for, he went for a little bit of that, you know, that early game damage, but now he has to build that sustain. He can see that he just doesn't have the power in team fights to take this. And AV knows it. If AV can get in there, he knows that he can just take this game. You know, he was over there cheering and cheesing. He whipped out I think he put on new thumb condoms there to hopefully to calm down on that sweatiness.
Oh my goodness, the thumb condoms can do it all, right? You definitely have to go into this game with a plan, and that is what it's looking like for the side of AV. But, you know, he does have a huge lead. Trex needs to kind of find a way to set him off of the tempo he started, kind of make him push back from being so aggressive. But speaking of aggression, a clash going in, vengeance being popped by Trex. Hair trying to close the distance. Can AV get the final kill? Looks like no, he is going to retreat as there are no minions in his favor, but still going to contest in that jungle.
Yeah, still contesting. T-Rex trying to build that sustainability, but just not gonna have it just yet. Gonna have to always wait on that vengeance, you know, like it's so crucial in the moment that we're standing here, and he wants to stop AV from stealing the jungle, but AV does have that retribution, which has been playing a key factor into a lot of the enemy side winning. But the low damage, he's trying to bait him. He's hitting the TP to taunt him.
little bit of that TP for some additional damage and defense. A wise decision over there by AV. But wait a minute, Trex trying to close the distance and get a kill. But looks like AV does not disengage. He goes back for the fight. Wait a minute, how is this gonna play out? Trex in a difficult situation now, takes some serious damage. Oh my goodness!
The end with 1 HP. T-Rex, he doesn't know what to do here. The tank top only lasted so long. GG's. He's giving out the hearts. Shout out to AV. They're doing some weird handshakes over there. Shout out both T-Rex and AV. Good fights, good fights. Well, now the surrender 03. The Rex is not extinct just yet, chat. He's not extinct just yet. You know, he dodged the first meteor, still took a little bit of the blow. He might come back later, so keep an eye out for him.
Definitely keep an eye out. What a game. The intensity was definitely there for both sides. What impressive from AV. Now, there was a big vote on this, right? Like 75% in the way of Trex. AV kind of letting y'all know, you know, there's a new boss in the land of Dawn right now. And the question is, how far will he go? He has 2 wins under his belt right now, which means he has the record right now for the most wins to bring the heat.
He's bringing the heat. Luna, what's your take? She's like, I don't know. I'm just shaking my little plushie.
Hey, what did I say? I said, go baby. Slap that mustache.
You don't like the mustaches? Oh man. The shade. I love the competitiveness. T-Rex still at the end gave out the heart. You know, even though AV took the win there, you know, I did not suspect him to pull out the Thamus. I was definitely thinking more of, you know, a Khalid, and I think that might have been his downfall there, Wheezy.
Yeah, definitely may have been his downfall indeed. And an impressive game from AV. Definitely glad I didn't go up against him today, because oh man. But there is still some more matches, you know, at hand, and my match is going to be next. So I'm kind of
I'm getting there.
Up. You know, I'm getting close, man. A lot of people, maybe when my vote comes out, I'm gonna be checking. I'm gonna be watching y'all. You know, Santa's gonna be checking that list twice. Matter of fact. So yeah, you better place them votes right when it does come up on this board. Watch, it's gonna be like 100% Ben and 0% Wheezy. I'm already feeling it. But I'm definitely excited to kind of see how that goes.
Same. Again, if you guys are just now tuning into, we just seen T-Rex versus AV. This is all of us streamers, all of us content creators that did come into this 1v1. We all donated $100. Whoever wins the 1v1 will get the full pool, which is around $1,200. They get to donate that to a charity of their choice. Of course, if you guys are willing, you can always donate to the channel. I'm pretty sure anything that goes to the channel during this Bring the Heat is going to also be donated to the pool for the person to just, you know, build it up. And there is also 50,000 diamonds on the line for the people that are tuning in here. Mainly the content creators. I think at some point we might end up be doing a giveaway tomorrow, but definitely stay tuned for that. Yeah, I mean, Wheezy, your match is up next. How are you feeling going against Ben when this is what you lost last time, your first match, and it's against your rival?
You know, it's gonna be intense. Me and Ben have a little bit of a history. We actually played in a tournament together back when I didn't really know any heroes in Mobile Legends. I only knew how to play mages, and we had like a double mage in an early MLBB NA tournament. But how I feel about the match, right? I know Ben's a really good fighter. I know he knows how to rotate, and I know he has some good hero picks. Actually, I would say I know the picks he's gonna choose from, possibly just because he plays on PC, right? So there's only so much he can kind of do. I do have probably a little bit more versatility in what I can pull on the board, just because I'm using the phone. So I'm wondering if he maybe did a little bit of homework on me, and I'm wondering what he thinks I'm gonna pick. I definitely know he doesn't think I'm picking Fanny, so but I do think it's gonna be an intense match, and I'm excited to be a part of this, and hopefully you know, I'll take the win in this going forward.
True. All right, Luna, you picked the winner of last game. Who are you picking this game? Wheezy or Ben? She's like, you gotta unmute.
I mean, I've already warmed up the cast seat for Trex, so
Ooh.
next one might be. I'm just kidding.
Ooh.
I don't know.
The shade.
Mm.
Right at T-Rex.
Okay, I'll be the under. You can say Ben. I'll be the underdog. I'm cool with that.
All right.
No,
Well,
just kidding.
without further ado, let's bring in Private and T-Rex here. See ya, Luna. See ya, Wheezy.
I can't hear Private right now. I don't know if he's talking. I've been grumbling, but let me just say this. You know what, Private? You can stay muted because I'm taking over here. Let me just state some facts here, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, the votes were rigged. Second of all, don't interrupt me. We got a plan. We have a plan. This is called the blacklist strategy, guys. We're going to drop down to the lower bracket, climb our way back up, and take this in a fashionable
That's
manner.
exactly what I was doing.
So to all my fans, do not leave faith yet. Now, onto the desk. Private, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, especially, I'm not sure that you understand what it feels like, but when you come off a victory, yeah, it feels pretty decent. But I understand, you know, some people, they gotta see the bottom to appreciate the top a little bit more. Some of us like to just hang out there. But ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, this is Bring the Heat, the North American Squad League's final event of the year, and we are trying to go out with a bang. It's going to be 12 influencers, $1,200 on the line here for their charity of choice. Whoever the winner is gets to pick that charity, and all that money goes to them. Additionally, 50,000 diamond prize pool. So everybody's leaving home with something, and unfortunately we couldn't get the bot working, so we're gonna double up on giveaways tomorrow. So stay tuned for that as well. But we still have one final match here for tonight, and it is going to be a banger because you already know it's just gonna be a swimming pool of sweat from both of these guys. You're gonna have Ben Dunhadded, and you already know he's coming out with a little bit of momentum, and then Wheezy, the one and only.
And there's been some heat between these two. You could feel it all night. You could feel the tension. We got Ben talking smoke in the Smack Talk videos. We got Wheezy telling everyone what the hero picks are. Yeah, they were on the desk together, but we know there's some controversy, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm definitely excited. This is probably the most heated up match tonight, if I have to say so myself. Taking a look at these votes right now, it is probably the most even one we've seen so far. Ben the Merciless sitting at 53%, and Wheezy, Steph Wheezy, baby, coming in at 47. Definitely excited to see how this game is gonna turn out.
Yeah, and it's pretty interesting too, because we do know both of these streamers. Ben moved over from Facebook to Twitch, now streaming over there, but a Mythic Glory player. However, he is going to be going up. This is a different Wheezy than he faced before. This is a Wheezy who is a coach now. This is a Wheezy who's been casting for a while. This is a Wheezy who's been in the game and has a lot of knowledge. And you know he's going to want to bring that out to Ben. And I mean, we saw a little back and forth while they were up here at the table, so you know they're gonna leave nothing behind here, and we're gonna see. I mean, I think both of these guys know each other very well, so this is probably the time when we're gonna see something maybe mixed up for both of these guys.
Quick question. I felt like we were supposed to have a third person, but I think one of the casters, I don't know, got sick after losing their game or something. Something happened. I'm wondering if we can get someone back up in here. Maybe one of the girls, the lovely ladies, maybe Luna, who was talking trash about me earlier. You know, somebody would be nice. I don't know, production, does that sound possible? It does. It does. Any recommendations, Private?
We could probably throw Xena back up here. I know she was, we have...
The lovely queen. My queen.
Yeah. even though she said some very harmful things about potatoes earlier, but we're gonna let that slide, and we're gonna leave that in the past. and we'll have her back up here. But she is, all joking aside, she is a great friend. We had the opportunity to meet her, me, Trex, Aiko, all of us met Xena, Luna, Ben, Wheezy. We all met in Las Vegas and had a great time. I know a lot of us play caricatures of during streams and stuff, but each and every one of these dudes is so cool, and it's just I'm glad to be doing this event with everybody. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and bring in the Demon Queen herself. Xena, how are you feeling right now?
Hi. I wasn't expecting to come back. Well, what are we watching? We're watching Ben and Wheezy. Kick his butt, Wheezy.
Go Wheezy.
I'll root for you.
Might be a few bruises there still left from Ben. No bias from Xena, of course. Oh gosh.
So what do we think these guys are gonna pick? Do we think we see the Lapu again, or
Edith? I'm just kidding.
The Edith?
No, he's been playing. I saw him playing Lapu. I saw him playing Edith. He's played some Martis. Shoot, who else did I see him play? I forgot.
A whole bunch of stuff.
Well, there's a lot of fighters. Both of these guys are going to be pretty evenly matched, so it's going to come down to mechanics and pick. And I don't want to say picks kind of counter each other here right now. With Esmeralda getting nerfed, there's just a big berth and a wide pool of fighters that people can go with, or maybe they mix it up. They go for a mage or something. I'm not sure how excelled either of these dudes are at mages, but I mean. Dude, it's a 1v1, but it's a 1v1, so I mean, we'll see how it goes.
That hair surprised the crap out of me, but I guess we are jumping into this. That was the last thing I expected. Totally got kited, but enough about me, because we're jumping into Wheezy and Ben. Let's see Wheezy's video here.
There's a North American Squad League. Invitational, bring the heat. What better way for me to show the world my power? I accept this challenge, and I've also heard there's mighty streamers and influencers across the land of the dawn competing. Xena, Pikachu, been done had it, and so much more. You are not ready for the heat I am going to bring. The land of the dawn has never seen such a scorching fire. I am ready. And first on my list, G the Akayo. The man whose arms are bigger than his vocabulary. You are not ready for the force I'm going to bring. Your time is near. Take your time with your loved ones while you still can, cause G the Akayo, these arms are a little bit bigger. Next on my list, the man himself, T-Rex, king of the dinosaurs. There's a reason why the dinosaurs went extinct. Don't make me make it happen again. You have been spared, but now your time is near. Private Dancer. This has been a long time coming. The king of potatoes himself. The man who decimated my face on national television for the NACT Las Vegas Grand Finals. I've been waiting for this a long time. This is personal. I am coming for you. Are you ready? Be prepared, Private Dancer.
Babe? What are you doing?
Yo! So, to participate in this 1v1 tournament, I have to trash talk the competition, which, in my case, not really an issue. So, I'm going to start at the top of the list. T-Rex Senpai, We have history. He has beat me twice. I beat him one time. I'm looking to get revenge. Next up, I'm actually really scared of Pika. Pika's like the highest rated player out of all of us. Mythic Glory, 1,000 points. Best friends with Mobazane. Like, this dude plays with all the pros all the time. But he's a support. He's like a tank main. And so he's like that Angela who only plays with her boyfriend and only ults her boyfriend. So that's Pika. I'm not too worried about it, but kind of still a lot scared. Yeah, I'm scared. Next up, we have G. Now, G is really good at Zask, and that's it. So not really worried about that one. I think we'll be all right. Then we got Private. Private's like a potato XP laner. I'm not really worried about that. We've gone one head up one time in the lane, and I think I dominated. So I'm not worried about Mr. Potato, but he could have a couple tricks up his sleeve. Next up, I think we have Wheezy. Now, Wheezy is actually the only pro, I think, in this event. I think, at least. And he's got like 3 pro teams, but all of them suck. So I don't think I should be worried too much. Now, me and Wheezy actually have history as well. We were in a tournament together a long time ago, and the only thing he could play was Valir and Vale in the off lane. So I think I'm good. Next up, we have Kookman. Cookie Main. She's a Florin main. So I'm not worried again. You know, what are you gonna do? Heal me to death? And then we got Mbae. Never seen her play, but I've heard her voice, and if she hits me with a screech attack, it would be super effective. Let's see, who else do we have? That's it. No one. Who else am I scared of? No one.
All right,
Wait.
guys.
Is it just you guys I'm gonna pop off?
This,
Or huh?
They can hear you. What are you saying, Xena?
I said, am I supposed to be
You're here,
comment?
you're here, Xena.
You're here. You're live. Yes, you're our intro person. Take us in.
Take us in.
Well,
Tell us
and
what's
here
happening
we
here, Xena.
Sorry. No, bye.
I got this, guys. This is how it's gonna go. Are you ready to rumble? Coming in the blue side, weighing in at 110 pounds, nothing but bone, a big sword, the master of Lapu. This is Ben Dunhattan. And coming in the red side, the fearsome, the man, the Saiyan. We thought he was gonna fly into the sky in that video, but he stayed on the ground and peeled a potato's face. This is the man, the myth, Steph Wheezy. There we go, guys.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting match because I know these two guys, like there's a lot of people of these influencers. They kind of just I know both of these guys have been practicing, and not just practicing, but practicing 1v1s, sweaty, and this is what we're liking to close out the night with. One of the probably one of the best matches that's going to happen here tonight between these two. We're going to see some possibly expert fighter gameplay here, depending on what these guys go ahead and choose. But we're gonna go ahead and get right into it.
What were the picks? What do we got? Edith versus. I'm having a mind blank.
It's a Martis.
Martis. You didn't invite me to the game.
So it's going to be really interesting here because, I mean, he had to know Martis was going to be coming out. So you do have that CC that's going to come from Edith, especially in the early game. But Martis can basically, like sidestep most of that stuff with his ability.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a real kind of plan of baiting out skills here. Ben's goal, I think, is either try to catch him off guard, and if he can't, he needs to maybe let Wheezy waste that first skill, waste that second skill a bit, and then get in close. Wheezy needs to get in close, though, in these early stages, or he plays it slow, uses the ultimate. He did pick up the Inspire for that damage there.
Yeah, one of the interesting things about Edith, too, is you can build her tanky, which is going to be a problem for Martis, and it still kind of scales with her magic damage. Who do you like here, Xena?
Xena left us. She thought she was only in for the caster death. She left for the game. So a lot of
She
confusion
said,
there.
Luna got food, so now Xena's like, oh, nah, I'm hungry now, too. So
I get
they're
it.
both going to go get some food. So who do you have? A Trex coming out on top here?
Like I said, I think it's a close bet, but I do have to say Ben had my back even though I failed horribly. So this time we're going to pick Ben up here as our favorite. Wondering a little bit how they're looking though.
Oh, I like that. You see, Steph Weezy doesn't bother trying to get out of the way, just goes ahead and uses that ability to go, that negates damage, negates CC, to go ahead and get out of the way. So we're going to have a little bit of issues as for Ben to at least start trying to get these initiations. And then you're going to have to wonder, especially right now, where they're both kind of vying for positions here in the mid, and Steph Weezy just narrowly starting to get ahead.
Both just really playing it slow. I love the tension. Both of them, I think, you know, if there's anyone that's been playing tonight and they want to win, it's one of these two guys right here. The past couple games, everyone's been pretty loving. You know, everyone's just been kind of having fun with it, but you can see the seriousness on their face. No smiles here, no playing around, just the gaze into the phones. These guys want the dub, and just look, they're fighting over minions right now. They're just pulling each other off. No one wants to make the first big move.
Yeah, we do see a little bit of the flip there, and the pop-up does miss Steph Weezy again, getting out of the way, which is really interesting that he would pull out an Edith first thing, because I think off the boot, I would already assume that Steph Weezy would go for a Martis, because he loves Martis. Even before Martis got the buff and became a meta pick, Weezy loved to play Martis, and so it would probably be his most comfortable pick.
Yeah, and the problem is Martis is able to get out of that CC. Like, he has that ability, so it's going to be really hard for Ben to hit these knockups correctly, and that's what I meant, like, he needs to try to bait these out, and Steph Weezy can pretty much just play his own game and do the same thing. It's going to kind of be, I think, who uses their skills first gets puts on cooldown at the wrong time.
Yeah, and the interesting thing here is that Primal Wrath from Edith. How are you going to use that? Because the moment you set out that Primal Wrath, you're going to have some issues. As Weezy's, that's going to be the perfect time for him to try to come in and put on some damage. And it's just going to be so interesting. I in the late game, I feel like I do narrowly give it to Edith, and then that's kind of the problem here. I feel like Steph is going to have to be more aggressive. Martis, his biggest flaw before the nerf was how hard he falls off in the mid to late game, and now that happens even earlier and harder.
Oh, here comes the Primal Wrath, though. Does not pop the Inspire just yet. Wondering if he was going to go for that, and that's, I think, Ben's just kind of waiting to get, if he can get him into the kill zone, like if he started that attack, well Weezy was at this amount of health, he maybe could have got the finish with the Inspire. And this is what Weezy needs to kind of be careful for. If he's in that kill zone, when that Primal Wrath comes out and the Inspire pops, it could be very, very dangerous.
Well, can we talk? And I wanted to mention this before. While I was doing all right against Luna, the minions on her side decided to rally for no apparent reason into my lane, and I had to go deal with them.
Luck of the draw, man.
I'm gonna call shenanigans.
They've got minds of their own sometimes. I've seen them win games for people before. I really... Oh, nice knock-up. Able to get out of it, though. Puts them under the tower. Ben in a lot of trouble here. First blood going to Weezy.
What a beautiful move there. And a little hello there from Steph Weezy. Getting a little too close. She was able to pop Steph Weezy over him, but Steph Weezy getting out of that CC and then pushing Ben into the tower. Took too many shots there, and by the time activating that Primal Wrath, did not have enough health to be able to withstand that. Is it Devastation? I forgot. It's been a long time since I've had to commentate for Martis, but his ultimate able to finish the job quickly.
We're gonna call it murder. We're gonna call it kill. We're gonna call it take Ben out tonight, because Ben is now sitting on the back, but luckily he's only about 400 gold behind. It's not GG's just yet. We're 6 minutes in, still plenty of time on the clock. Ben is going for the defensive build, so it's gonna take him a bit of time to really roll into this.
Yeah, not just that, but with that, you don't really have a lot of poke from him as well to be able to deal with the Martis. And he's already got a little bit of health and a little bit of sustain on him as well.
Ben's getting the passive
just
up.
in
He's
shock.
getting the passive.
Yeah. Well, the passive's already up, and there really wasn't. You aren't really going to be able to do much until you ult. The problem is the shield that you're going to get is a decent amount. We do see him going ahead sliding up and see some CC there. Here comes the ultimate, putting it down on the Steph Weezy. Oh, we're trying.
Is he going to dive it?
Damage. No, he does not. He definitely don't want to dive that under a tower, because the minute you do, that's when you Steph Weezy would be able to come back with a little bit of CC of his own.
But just waiting for that moment. I'm wondering if Ben needs to maybe just make the play, take the risk. We are closing into the 7-minute mark now. This game is getting tighter as we speak.
Yeah, a little bit of a bait there, but Ben not falling for it. Steph Weezy trying to get very close, and we're missing a little bit of the CC here right now. Looks like Edith might not be working out too well for Ben, but you have to wonder what's going to happen as we get into the sudden death, where both of these heroes are going to have to sit in the middle and kind of just vie for position.
I think if Ben can get a few items, he could possibly win out in the sudden death. Maybe. Like I said, he just needs to get tanky enough. And this is, maybe take that tower. When he gets in that, you can see the damage there when he's in that primal form, right? You can see what he can do. It's just going to be, with this death down already, it's a tough fight up.
Yeah, and he does have the added advantage on that Edith of not having to mix up his build. He can go for a purely defensive build, building nothing but physical defense for himself, and still have the damage, while on the side of Weezy, he has to mix it up. He's going to have to get some damage, he needs to get some regen, he needs to get some defense for this Edith damage.
Alright, coming in now, we are seeing those Winions start to close in on that top side as well. If this keeps going like this, Ben may have to revert back to base soon. Ben hasn't gone back for help. He has been able to keep himself up. Still in this mid lane. No one's lost tower, but wait, nice knock up. Steph Weezy able to walk away from it. Pops that primal form, but not able to get the finish once again. Ben may try to take this tower though this time and commit.
Yeah, we have a little bit of a commit, a little bit of a fight here in the middle. Right now, a little bit of a CC stun. Steph Weezy.
Can he get the finish?
Behind it. Is he going to be able to get the kill? Ult. Is it ult coming out? No! Ben is able to get away. But this means that Steph Weezy is going to be able to push this tower.
That was close. I didn't know who it was going to, not going to lie. Ben goes back into normal form. Almost gets the knock up for a second there. That's the major thing. It's not that Ben is making really mistakes here. It's just he can't ever get the knockups onto the Martiz. It's so hard to try to CC down on this Martiz, and that's the gimmick for the Edith, right? That's the trick for it. So you've taken away that, and pretty much all he can rely on is this primal form trying to pop it at the right time.
Yeah, and unfortunately not really finding it, especially with the CC. Steph Weezy, even when he does not have his CC negating abilities up, knows exactly where to step directly into Edith to negate a lot of that CC, then you don't have to worry about it. But what is going on here is, as we're moving into the later and later, Ben trying to push onto this tower, trying to zone out Steph Weezy, but Steph Weezy still being able to kind of push back. I feel like as we get later in here, that advantage is going to start going to Ben a bit. Ooh.
He kind of wants to take a couple of hits here and there, though, to get that passive up. And he feels comfortable. I think as long as he keeps his health bar above the half side, he's okay. Weezy, though, with the... Ooh, almost getting the bait on. That's something Ben has to be careful for as well.
They're both at about the same health, and both have their ults up, and this is kind of scary. He's trying to get that passive up, and the more Steph Weezy kind of hangs back, the more of an advantage it kind of goes to Ben here, especially if he tries the ult with that pure... Oh, here we go. We have the ult coming up here.
Another thing to point out too, Ben just picked up the Dominance Ice, gonna be able to help deal with... Whoa, wait a second, Weezy on the run, Ben looking for it, doesn't have the flicker, and Weezy able to get away there. But at this point, it looks like it could be going over to the side of Ben a bit more. As I was mentioning, picks up the Dominance Ice. This is gonna help deal with that spell vamp that the Martiz has right now.
Yeah, not just the spell vamp, but it's also going to give a little bit of a slowdown to the attack speed that Martis has when he goes in with that second ability and finishes up that Mortal Coil.
Yeah, I'm wondering what can Weezy really build here to get around this. As you've mentioned before, Edith isn't going to suffer from damage. Like, she's still going to output a decent amount of damage in that primal form, even with this tank build. So how can Wheezy really go against it?
Ooh, well, we're about to find out here. Missing a little bit of CC here. Steph Wheezy decides against that fight of what Ben is just trying to, is not had enough here. Is going to keep on pressing. And we're saying here, as we're moving in, we do see that Primal Wrap has been activated. 2 minions here, but it's not really going to be much for Steph Wheezy to be able to take down there. But the poke right now, really on the side of Ben. More minions on the way. Steph Wheezy can be making short work of these, but we are 3 minutes away from sudden death, and this is where it's really gonna matter.
I mean, I feel like if this goes to sudden death, at the moment it looks like Ben kind of has the advantage. The only thing I could give to Wheezy here in the sudden death is the fact that they're close quarters, right? There's not a whole lot of sidestepping for Ben here. Wheezy will have him in that box, and it's just going to be down to the wire. And if Wheezy can time some of those skills right and get out of some of these CCs, he should be okay. I think a lot of this is going to come down to mechanics.
Yeah, I mean, you saw already from that build there. Steph Wheezy does have already does have some magic defense. He's just not doing much to protect him against. Oh, and another tower goes down here. So we're really in a little bit of an advantage for Ben right now. Gold is still even, 200 gold apart from them, but Steph Wheezy getting taken a little low. You can see Ben starting to outdo him in a lot of these fights, and we are 2 minutes away.
Minutes down, and I think Ben feels comfortable with it. He's happy with it. Both players looking the same on their camera the whole time. It's almost like we got pictures up, guys. Now, Ben continues to push in. Neither of them has changed a sliver at all, but I do feel comfortable right now. How do you feel like this goes when we get down to this sudden death?
Honestly, it's going to come down to, I feel like the advantage for Ben is Edith with that Primal Wrath. She does not have to aim the abilities. For one thing, I would say that Steph could probably avoid a lot of the damage, but once you get here, once you get to this where the auto attacks start coming out, and as we start seeing it there, you see the damage starting to come out on Wheezy, and Ben doesn't even have to aim that. That's just an auto lock onto him. So while Steph Wheezy has to avoid and has to work to avoid a lot of the CC, and Ben can even sidestep if he wants to Steph Wheezy. We're gonna see how this works out, but I have to give the advantage to Eve, especially during these exchanges where you see Eve is just, but this is what happened to me when I had an advantage.
Oh, wow.
These dastardly minions decide to start pushing up my base.
All right, what Ben's gonna do is clear these waves, get some gold up real fast, and get ready for this fight here. But wait a second, maybe we're going to take it a bit earlier. Ben coming in, getting some nice damage. Steph Wheezy down to about 50%. Ben does not want to give up. Steph Wheezy level 4 to use the flicker. We're going to see you in the mid lane coming soon. This is hot. Ben forced to go back to base and defend, but he could take this if these battles continue to go like this.
Yeah, this is really interesting here too, because we only have 15 seconds, which means both of these guys are going to have to be at sudden death. That is the last trip back to base for both of these guys until they die. So now we are about to get into sudden death, which means the first person to 3 or the first person to push the base. But at this point, I believe it's going to be whoever kills the next person, because a kill basically ensures that you can push into the base at this point.
Fight it up. Fight it up, boys. Meet in the middle. Let's do this. Fight it up, boys. Come on, Ben coming in with the left hook. Wheezy actually gets a first strike. Ben coming back, tries for the knock up, misses. Wheezy wants a little bit more. Oh, both skills missing.
I like it. They're trying to outplay each other. Oh, here comes the Primal Wrap. Steph Wheezy comes in here. He's going to be able to put on the damage. He takes down the shield. He's down to half health, though. Is this going to be down? Steph Wheezy gets taken out.
But there's minions on Ben's base. There's minions on Ben's base.
Minions are coming, and poor Ben has to deal with them. The humanity right now, and this is probably going to give the breathing room that Wheezy needed to be able to come back and at least try to make something happen for this next fight.
Ben just needs to clean up, meet back in the middle. Let's get sudden death round 2 here. Clean up these side waves, and let's see it run back again, guys. Yeah, we'll let you clean them up again, Ben. You're allowed to clean them up again, Ben. You're allowed to clean them up again, Ben. Make sure you're good. Everybody make sure they're good, and let's meet in the middle. I was just laughing. Weezy's starting to have a bit of fun too.
To see from this end because I was so frustrated. I was like, I'm gonna deal with you later, Luna. As soon as I deal with these minions. Oh God, there's so many.
All right, fight it out right here. No running. Bringing out the emotes.
These guys, they're good. They're going at it. Oh, and we do
Let's
miss
do
the
this.
CC. Steph Weezy's coming in. He doesn't have mana that he has to worry about, so he can still spam those.
Oh, that was a nice
depending on
sidestep
what
though.
kind of cooldown he has. Yep, and here comes the Primal Wrath on the other side. He's coming in. Oh, is it
Steph
Primal
Weezy
Wrath?
low.
Oh, it's too much. It's too much. And that is a 1 for 2 right now.
Weezy's
In
nodding.
favor
Like
of Ben,
him.
and that is the problem you get with a Martis. Even with, because Edith just keeps getting stronger, while Martis has that peak, and you kind of want to take advantage of it at the beginning. And here comes the taunt, but Ben has to turn around.
We need mods tomorrow, guys. We need mods tomorrow. Listen, if you're in the chat and you want to sit in the off lanes and make sure they don't push in, you got a job tomorrow. We're not going to pay you anything, but you got a job tomorrow, guys.
Mobile Legends said you are going to earn this win, Ben. There ain't going to be any freebies here.
All right, let's finish this. Let's do this. Last battle, last fight it out. Bring it in, boys.
Oh.
Steph Weezy trying to get
Yeah.
some skills off. Not able to connect. Ben just waiting patiently. Knows he has the advantage here. Wants to try to clench the jaws. Gets knock up. Doesn't go for the flip up yet. Weezy pops some skills. Gets some spins, but not able to really fully connect. Ben still hasn't popped that Primal Wrath yet. Trying to get as much damage as possible. Bringing him down very low. There goes the Primal Wrath. This could be it. Weezy very, very low, but Ben continues to go, and that is it. 3-1. Ben takes the game. Look at that sigh of relief. Look at that sigh of relief on Ben right there. Big, deep breath, Ben. Big, deep breath. You did great. You did great. Ben's going on to the semifinals in the upper bracket. The upper bracket semifinals.
Yeah.
No, that's G's. That's G's. That's G's. That's G's.
Yeah.
Weezy's like, yeah, I'm going to win like this.
Weezy was holding out for a second. GG's to both of these competitors there. Just a great game played by them. And but only one person could come out on top, and that is going to be the second win for Ben here tonight.
Stefan, it was a good game. I would have to say, from the beginning there, it looked rough. Ben takes the first death, and like first we're like, oh man, Ben's about to get dropped down to the lower bracket, but he comes out, pulls the strong with a reverse sweep, 3-1. A very well played game from both players. Probably one of the most exciting games tonight.
Yeah, it was, and unfortunately that comes down to a pick priority there, because I mean, as you get into that late game, there's not much that a Martis can do against. You really need to take advantage of that early game. Unfortunately, like you said, there's even though like Ben didn't even just go full tank build, went with some damage as well and got that pierce, and that was what made the difference. That divine glaive made sure that he could still do the damage no matter and that's. I don't like to use the term busted right now for mages, but like there's not much you can do against magic damage with Divine Glaive right now. And that's just kind of the state we're at. And even with Radiant Armor, even with Athena Shield, there wasn't much that Weezy could do.
All right. So real quick, before we close out here, I know we still got Ben and Weezy in the VC. Ben, Weezy, any final words to each other after that match?
Yeah, Ben cheated. No, I'm kidding. It was a good game, man. No, it was fun.
It was rigged.
Good guys.
I feel the same way. I feel the same way.
I had a feeling it was gonna turn out that way. In the sudden death, like there's just nothing you can really do on that Edith. But it was impressive. There was some good gameplay, man. Ben was coming in clutch. Those minions were working in my favor, though. If I didn't have that sudden death factor, I think I could have made it to the tower and ended the game, possibly. But
you could have backdoored?
Yeah, I think I could have got a backdoor. But when I was forced to play the sudden death, there's just nothing Martis can do in a 1v1 fight on that Edith.
I thought you were going to play Brody.
No, well, I thought about it, and then I was like, nah, man, this is my time to shine. You know, you got to pull out Martis. I've been talking about Martis for a while. And I was honestly impressed with the way it turned. That was a really good game. That was a lot better than I thought it would have been with my Martis on your Edith.
Yeah, it was much harder to hit you with CC than I thought it would be. I thought I had the timings down because I played a little Martis, but nah, you're so aware of me trying to CC and you could skate out every time.
Yeah, definitely a good finish though, man. I was like, no, the minions. I thought they were gonna close it out for me, man. That's crazy. Good game though, man. Hopefully I'm rooting for you going forward. But hey, I'm not out yet. I'm in that lower bracket. I might sneak my way up there, you know.
Blacklist strat, bro. Blacklist strat.
Right.
That's all it is.
There can't be 2 blacklist strats. Calm down, Ben. There can't be 2 blacklist strats. Anyways, cut these guys off. We got a closed show here. Private. How do you feel about tonight? Are you ready for tomorrow?
I feel great, guys. If you enjoyed that, we still have 2 more days of 1v1s of your favorite influencers here from YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch here, clashing here tonight for $1,200 going to their charity of choice. Not only that, 50,000 diamonds prize pool here. I know that's got Ben licking his lips for it. I just want to thank all the influencers and the people in the back. Ritzith, I don't know if you guys have seen her in chat. She's done a lot of work in the background. And of course, Aiko. Aiko, you don't really see him on here today a lot, but he has been working his butt off for the production behind here, making sure everything runs smoothly, smooth like butter. So he deserves a lot of credit for that as well. And then of course, you know, your two beautiful casters here as well. So guys, it's been a great night. Anything else from you, Trex?
I do just want to say one thing to everybody. There's been some donations this stream. The original point of this whole event is to be charity. We were kind of pressed for time. We had a couple difficulties today setting up production. Tomorrow, everything will be this stream, like all the donations will go straight to the charity, and the $20 or so that we got donated today on stream, we will make sure to donate to charity as well. Remember, this event is all fun, everyone's enjoying it, but the main goal was to bring together a bunch of content creators and try to build some funds to another charity during the season of Christmas. I don't know where I was taking that, but anyways, if you guys donated something today, make sure, just to let you know, it will be going to a greater cause than just the NASL. So thank you guys for the donations today, and tomorrow we'll have everything kind of panned out a bit more.
Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. We're going to be returning here Saturday and Sunday. Same Bring the Heat channel, same Bring the Heat time, but we will see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey there, how's it going?
Hi, I'm Embe.
Hi there, my name is AV.
Hi, my name is Sina Lily.
Hi there, my name is Private Dancer.
Hi there, my name is Cookmon.
Hey y'all, I'm Sivan Luna.
Hi there, my name is Bindan Haddad.
Hello there, I'm Nami, and welcome to
Welcome to Bring the Heat, a North American Squad League invitation.
For your favorite influencers and streamers.
This will be competing 1v1 tournament.
Will all proceeds go into winner's choice of charity.
This will be live from December 16th through December 18th
on the North American Squad League YouTube channel.
Can't wait to see you guys there.